Guess even kings get scared, huh?
Sequence touchdown.
And you got what?
9-8. That's not crazy.
Swift on Pro Bowl this year. Lock it in.
Zone touchdown, Detroit Lions.
8 Flowers for a 3rd round pick.
No.
You're tripping.
The gut punches will stop.
They're not. Oh, whoa.
Yo.
Oh, whoa. We back
what that
though.
would look like. I just want to see what I look like. That looks kind of creepy, actually. Hold up. It's not Halloween yet.
Man.
Oh, hey, we got to wear costumes for Halloween. Not this one. This one
Man.
don't look good. I don't like that.
That's how we're starting.
Let me get that off.
Let me
Get that off.
You're that upset with us, huh? You don't want to show your face.
Nah. It's like when they put the bags on their head. You know, the
Oh my
brown
gosh.
bags. We going to mask.
Lord. I
Yeah,
feel
this
it
is
though.
rough.
I should probably throw a mask on also, but we back. It's last second dose. We're over here on Last Second Sports. It's your boy Rad out here in Rip City, repping them Detroit Lions. Us versus everybody y'all know. And I got my guy Young Simba, Dose of Dion 2.0. That guy. But he seems to be embarrassed to be a Lions fan. What was the mask about?
You know what? I mean, honestly, it's a little cold in here. All right, it's starting to get cold now. I mean, it's getting cold in here, and I still got the fan on because it's just habit, put the fan on.
Always
cold. And I was like, I just want to see what it looks like, and it was creepy, so I didn't like it. Take it off. I won't do that again. You ever put on a scary Halloween costume? You're like, dang, I creeped myself out. Let me take that off.
No, I'm too old. I'm not putting on Halloween costumes anymore.
You don't wear Halloween costumes?
No.
You do, but like you say you don't.
I don't.
Okay, Red, you don't have to walk around, but you just wear give out some candy, just wear the costume.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, okay. What are we gonna be this year? Red, what are we gonna be this year? Let's figure this out.
We should be minions.
Ooh.
Let's be minions. Let's just be minions.
Like the yellow ones, or are you talking about the green ones from
The yellow ones.
Okay, the yellow ones. I like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'm
You
down
with that?
I'm down with that. That's cool. I like that.
All right, let's be minions.
This kind of looks like a minion head. The intro was good. Man, you killed that intro. I like that. I might have to just save it, just upload on our side.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. It's clean.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. What's up though, man? How are you feeling?
Woo! It was a good game, No,
it wasn't. Don't lie to people. It wasn't a good game.
It was bad.
It was terrible.
It was the worst game I've seen, I think, since we got shut out. When we were 20-0. Like that one we didn't cross the 50. That's what it felt like. And it was weird too, because every time it seemed like we made a play, the very next play something went horribly wrong. Like we got the pick, it was hype, and then the weird interception. And for 2 seconds you're hype, and then it's just oh. It was
then it instantly died away.
Man. And you know what was weird? I don't know about you, but watching this game, usually when our offense gets set, I'm like, all right, we can move the ball. This at some point in this game, I was like, I'm not confident getting the ball back.
Right.
I was like, we ain't gonna move the ball if we get it, and we never did. It was I've never felt like that in a game this year. This one was bad from the jump, man.
It's. I'm not even gonna say depressing anymore. I'm over it, man. I felt like this. I mean, this should have been a win, though. Seriously, how we talked about it.
It should have at least been competitive. This is.
No, I wanted the win. I felt like we could have beat Cincinnati, but they came out and just punched us in the mouth.
Right.
And I don't want to know. We don't even really. I don't need to tank to get the number 1 pick. I just feel like let's just go out and do what we're doing, and we'll probably still end up with probably 1 win.
Rad, we're gonna talk about this probably in this show, and I'm gonna be talking about it. How we can try to get some of this stuff right, but I mean,
that's a lot.
I feel like there's things we can still do, but I also think this game, to me, it kind of showed us what was there and what problems we have, especially on the offense. I actually thought there was some good from defense. I ain't gonna lie, I think there's some good that you can hang your hat on again.
I would agree.
there's some things that, changes that we got to make. We got to do some things.
We got to do a lot of things, though.
We got to do a lot of things.
A lot, bro. A lot.
We gotta do a lot. It was tough.
There's only a few keepers
right now.
I feel like going into the next season. Like, I feel like we should only keep a few people. And I don't even know if Jared Goff is one of the people should be joining the crew next year.
Really, man?
Man, I'm starting to like
the contract. I don't know if they'll.
We can't yet. We can't
get
give
them
up yet.
grades. We can.
You want to jump us straight off into grades?
We gonna get there. No, let's do an injury update real quick because I got one.
We can.
I didn't really notice this, so I think we should start with it. Charles Harris is dealing with an injury. I didn't know this.
See, I feel like he plays solid.
I did too. Fourth quarter. They're calling it I can't read my handwriting. An oblique injury. Okay, and they say it's day to day. So I don't think it's something super serious. But apparently in the fourth quarter he dealt with an injury. So that's not good. But that's really the main news we have. Aside from that, just kind of wait and see till like Wednesday with like Decker and Tyrell. We know he's probably far out. That's all probably Wednesday stuff we start to learn. But that's the news that we have right now. And I thought it was a big name because he played pretty well and he's been playing well. That's what we got. That's a quick 2-minute warning.
At this point, the whole team could get injured. We're not going to win a game.
Rad, no. Rad, I need to spark that energy back in you, Rad.
Man, I'm losing. I'm losing my fight.
No, don't lose the fight. Don't lose it.
No, I'm not ever gonna lose the fight. I'm not gonna lose. I haven't lost the fight. I haven't lost it. I'm sorry.
It's the same as the week before. It's just one. You see what I'm saying? It just won't hurt though. This is the worst game we played in a long time.
The way the schedule's lining up, it really looks like we're gonna possibly get one win, and that's against Atlanta. And Green Bay may throw us one in week 17 just because they're already in the playoffs. And that win right there, and that little gimme win they're giving us is probably going to mess up our draft stock. I'm being real now.
I ain't worried about the draft yet, Brad. I ain't there
it's
yet.
Time to get Thibodeau.
Nah, Brad. I mean, let's be real.
Oh, I'm on.
I mean, let's be real. We get Thibodeau. Does this make our team better? Maybe.
It upgrades the pass rush.
It does.
But that's not. He's not the only missing piece.
Right. We got missing pieces, so we got to figure that out. Like the way you're saying we are currently right now, you're looking at it's like a 2-win team. So you're dropping that 6 to like 2.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's it's getting there.
Oh, we're gonna get into this.
And we play hard. We understand, we both know we're not the most talented team, but they do play hard. But a lot of people got to step up, and we got to get consistent.
This was the first game.
I'm gonna wait on this one.
Okay, go
ahead.
It's the first game our run game was not there.
I know.
And you know what though? I mean, it's not good, but I think you can learn from this and say, okay, when this happens, what do we do? Because there's gonna be weeks you can't run the football. I feel like we've really leaned on the run game, especially without some of the weapons that we have and stuff. But this game, we couldn't lean on it. And, until we started trying to adjust at the end, we just got shut out. And it was bad. And I feel like you gotta, this isn't the way you want to do it, but I think there's a lot you can learn from this. Knowing that, hey, if they're going to take our run game away, we play a good run defense, because this was a good run D. Not the best, though. You're going to play good run defense. If they're going to take it away, you got to figure it out during the game. You got to have an adjustment to that. You can't just say we're going to be doing the same thing and they're going to stop it, and it is what it is.
But we got to continue to run just because we can't lean on Jared Goff's arm. We can't. Let's be real, man.
No, I know.
I'm
look,
he's terrible.
I'm going to say this. We got to make some
changes. I'm starting to believe.
And look, I'm going to talk about it this week, but we got to make some changes, and we'll talk about it a little on the show. And I can save the segment because we're not even 10 minutes into this, but I do got a segment that I want to bring up later about changes that we can make that will help us. But I think we're going to see some. I think we saw some in this last game. We saw some of that up tempo, and that was different. They tried it, but I mean, even aside from, to me, this is how I saw it. Even aside from maybe some of the play from either the O-line, quarterback, running receivers, just the mistakes, the errors that they're making. We've seen them week by week. And they're like, you can't have, he lined up on the tight end. And then the next play you get a false start. Because that's nothing to do with we ain't as good. We didn't catch the pass. That's just mental errors before the snap that you can't have that kills drives. And we had a lot of those in this game again. And I actually am hoping that the tempo will make them stop thinking so much. Because I feel like we're playing a type of offense that's it's a, when you're playing 10 to 12 play drives, we don't have the explosive plays right now, and we're trying to get these long drives, and we've had them in the past because we were able to run the ball. We just weren't capping them off. This week we couldn't run. When you're playing like that and you're making these mistakes, and we've said it, I mean, it's going to blow up drives because we don't have the explosiveness right now to get a big shot play. So I mean, when I'm looking at like this game, there's a lot that we can learn from it because you got to figure it out. If you can't run the ball, you got to figure it out. You got to be able to do something different, mix it up, and I think it could be helpful. But there's some good too. We'll talk about the defense. We can get through some good there.
That was the only good I feel like was our run defense. Was the run defense, the D line?
I thought our pass defense was better than our run defense in the first half.
I thought our D line just played, but I think
I like
they played the best once again, consistent.
I like it. I like our D line, man.
I feel like the D line was consistent.
Yep, I like that.
Everybody else, nah, terrible.
I mean, we held them 10 points in the first half, and they had the ball 5-6 times. I mean, I thought we made a lot of good situational plays, like third and short. We found a way to get off the field, and we've been good at that now for weeks. Third downs.
We improved.
Yeah,
we have. I feel like our defense is low key outplaying our offense at this point. And at the beginning of the year was our offense, and our defense needs to catch up. So now it's like,
absolutely.
Hold on, Michael Miller got a question. What you think, Dose?
Yeah,
is our head coach on the hot seat?
I wouldn't put him on the hot seat, but I think the idea that it doesn't matter what your record is false to me. I don't think we were talking about like expectations for the season, and I don't think his expectations are set high. And we talked about this a little bit last week, just because of, when they moved on from Stafford, they clearly made it obvious how they were looking at this team. But at the same time, I mean, you have your salary cap, you have $2 million in cap space, like everybody else. You spent your money, and you got to win football games. Like that's what you're here for. I mean, the next year, that's exciting. What could we be? But we can't see the future. What if next year, whoever that quarterback is gets hurt? Then what? Now you're in that Patricia boat where 2019 Stafford went down. You're into year 3. You better make playoffs, or you're getting out of here. So I feel like wins are always. I think they just matter, man. I mean, I know where he came from, but I think they always matter. I don't think he's on the hot seat as like, oh shoot, if he don't win the next couple of weeks, he's gone. Like I think he'll make it through the season, but I do think they matter. I've always thought they mattered to win football games, especially once you start losing like this. Then it starts to put you in the microscope. It's like, dang, you just got smacked. You got your butt whooped. That don't look good.
For sure. I don't think he's under the hot seat this year. I think next year, if we had the same type of like outcome, then like, Campbell's on the hot seat because the team is playing hard. I'll give them credit. They fighting. It's just the mental mistakes.
And you know what?
Penalties.
And then Campbell said it in the presser. I mean, he said that's a reflection of me, because I'm with you. Like there's the thing that I'm excited about is I feel like there's this coaching staff is willing to make adjustments. I think we've seen it, but I'm with you. Like, we playing hard, but I mean, again, I hate to bring the dude up because every time we bring up my tattoo I got of him, but Patricia's team played hard. I mean, and really up until that last year, remember that year we said, oh gosh, we were in more close games than any team in the National Football League.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And then he's gone next year. It's like, I don't want to use that argument. You got to win the games, man. You had 2 games that right there in your hands. You didn't pull it off. You got to find a way. Everybody, he's been a coach before. He's been here. He knows the situation. You got to find a way, man. Every team's in the same boat. The Jaguars won a football game with Urban Meyer. And, bro, I don't even know how he's still their coach. You just won a football game with him. You got to win football games, man. You got to give me a couple that I can be like, okay, you won. You got a couple.
I like Campbell. I mean,
too. I liked him. I like him. Especially
I like how he kind of. Yeah, I know, and he kind of called. I like how he called out Goff a little bit.
He called it. I loved it.
I mean, he kind of called out everybody, but I really like how he called out Goff.
In this one, this last one, after the
game. And he took a minute to like say it, like, hey, he's got to. I mean, you seen he said he's got to play better. He's got to do more.
I thought he did call out Goff, but I thought he called out the rest of the team.
He did. He called out he was real precise with his words for sure, because you couldn't just
We
put it
might have
all
to
on
pull
Goff.
it up. We might have to pull it up.
I mean, if you can grab it real quick.
I think it was one of the most entertaining ones that he's had as a Lion coach. And that's who he is. He's emotional, so we expect it.
I mean, I love it because Goff does need to play better, man.
But
we're paying you all that money.
I'm with you.
Everybody on the offense needs to play better. I'm not going to sit here and put it all on Goff. I'm not.
He didn't do it either. You're right. Man.
Run game was terrible. Hey, shout out to the chat. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. Run game was terrible. Pass game was terrible. It was all terrible besides the D line. Yeah. That's the only people I'm walking away and liking after tonight was like the D line, bro. After the other day. I'm sorry. Everybody else needs to get fired. No, I'm just playing. No, I won't. But there's some.
Are we there yet, Rand? Hold up. Okay.
No, we're not there yet. But there's changes. Obviously, there's got to be changes made. We haven't won a football game, but the biggest change to me, and I said it. It was back in May. I tweeted how I feel like we should have started Sewell Penny off at guard. I really think he should have started off at guard because his pass protection, it's not the best. His technique's not that good. His punch isn't that good. He's always catching. So put him inside. So like it's a shorter distance of the guy he got to like cover. And I really thought we should have started him off at guard. But I know it's like why take a guard with that high of a pick. But then you could say, well, I was going to say Quentin Nelson. And he's a great run blocker. He's a good run blocker.
Really
I think he should have played golf. Not golf. I think he should have played guard starting off. I really do. Because his pass blocking is getting, I want to say probably like worse as the weeks continue.
Oh yeah.
Like, am I seeing the wrong film?
No, he hasn't pass pro good since week 1. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's worse. Good. You know what I think the issue is though? And I feel like maybe I should have brought this up in the past, but we waiting on Decker to get back. But at the same time, man, it's like, what about that dude Nelson? I mean, this dude ain't even run blocking. This run game is not there. I'm watching. He can't move anybody, and I'm like, man, what were we waiting for with that? Because I mean, we don't know the insight on how long it's going to take Decker, but I don't know. You have multiple weeks where nothing's worked. He hasn't played well since he's really stepped in, if we're being honest. I mean, he really hasn't. I mean, I think week 1, him and Sewell played okay, but they haven't played well since then. And at least Sewell's a rookie where I'm like, all right, but you didn't make like any adjustments to figure that out. We just kind of rocked with it. It's a little concerning. I don't know where Decker's at right now. I'm thinking they're probably going to get him back this week, and I think that makes a whole bunch better, but that's a problem to me too, is the other tackle spot's not good either.
And that's why I try to give Goff a little bit of break, because it's like he's really not getting any protection, and we don't have a very good receiving core. So it's like, but then I see some of his throws, his reads, and it's like, bro, you still like inaccurate, and you still continue to just check down all the time. It's like, I don't know. I'll talk about Goff on that grade.
Yeah, we're going to get to it. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to it, Red. We're going to get to it. Because I know me and you we're a little bit different on our takes, and that's cool. You know, that's what I like about this show. But at the same time, we both on the fact that this was bad. This whole offense was bad, and I'm with you on the fact that, you know, Goff is getting paid what he's getting paid. So, you know, you gotta help us. The way I look at it is, man, when Stafford was here, he covered up a few things in these last couple of years. And I think it was clear when Chase Daniel came in, everybody's like, hey, put Chase in. Like, I remember fans literally wanting Chase Daniel to come in last year because we were not winning football games. And I don't know why. And we lost 47-7 versus Tampa Bay. Only touchdown was a return. I mean, it's the same thing I think we're seeing right now in a little bit of a way. It's like, I mean, Stafford had issues too with this offense, and I think we're kind of seeing like there's problems. We got problems. And I think even worse now we have problems because our O-line's more depleted. Our receivers aren't what they used to be. And I got a segment coming up about that receiver position. Hold up. Hey, you want me to throw this on the screen?
Let's go.
You want me to throw it? Okay, we can throw that presser up there. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Oh my, I'm just these dang Lions, Brody. These Lions.
We good?
I'm ready. We ready. Throw that presser up.
Let's see if that lows, man. Oh,
Steve Mills says he wants more out of you. He wants you to take a bigger role of helping bring this team along. What does that mean to you, and what more do you think you could do to kind of?
Oh wait, I threw the wrong one up. Wait. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bub.
I don't know why it took me so long to realize that was Jared Goff.
I'm like, okay, we're gonna watch golf. That's cool. Let's watch golf. No biggie.
I was like, oh, this don't feel the same. I'm not feeling the energy right here.
Like, all right, we can watch that one. No
Okay.
big. There you go. Let's
Safety
see.
honest here, we got whipped. That was brutal. We took it, and they got after us. Credit Cincinnati. They were ready to go, and we didn't do anything right. Thought we played a little defense early in that game, first half, other than the shot play we gave up. But we were in it, and just we couldn't sustain. And offensively, we had no rhythm. We had no tempo. We couldn't execute on third down, missed opportunities, and that's the story of the game. So, that was a beatdown.
I would agree, Dan.
You speaking facts. Get him.
You know what? More importantly, the focus wasn't there. And I've said that, I told the team this, look, man, I'm going to look at everything. That's my job. But when you get whipped like that, that's on me. There's no other way around that. Of course we'll look at everything, but that's a reflection on me. That's a reflection on me. You don't play like that. We don't have a team that is, a team is not 30-something points better than us. There's no way. And, they did. They played well over there, but we didn't execute. We talked about tempo. We come out. We go penalty. We go MA on offense. I mean, what the heck? So we shot ourselves in the foot. We could not execute. We had some plays that were there to make. We didn't make them. So it's brutal. It's on me.
I thought we break this down a little bit. I did want to take a look at D. Smitty. He said that's partly Lions' fault. They didn't address the receiver position. Let me just say this right now. Let me talk about this real quick. So the way I'm seeing this, man, where we're at right now, I think realistically the Lions need to go get a receiver. And you know what, Red? I'll give you credit. You were way early on this. That's my fault. I'll take the L. Look at this. Hand me the L, Red. Give it to me. Thank you. All right. Here's the thing. We came in the year with Tyrell healthy, and I thought Perriman would be here, and he wasn't. He got cut. It didn't work. But I think this last week specifically told me we need to grab a receiver somehow right now. And that's because Trinity Benson came in inactive. When Trinity Benson comes in inactive, the dude that you traded for, that to me is a problem. You're going through Allison off the practice squad. You got Kennedy out there. That means you don't know who you don't know who to go to at receiver at that point. You're just reaching out. We just grabbing
right.
We don't trust anybody out there to play receiver. That can't happen. There's an echo. My bad. I'll turn down my stuff. I'll mute myself. But yeah, I mean, to me, the Lions got to go get a receiver, and we'll get into this. But I do want to give a little sneak preview. Brandon Cooks is up there on my list as I went through it today.
I told you months ago.
You told me. And that's not giving you credit. That's not giving you credit.
Thank you. I said it months ago, bro. Let's go get Brandon Cooks. He's down there in Tennessee. They're terrible also. Goff's already had a good year with him. Cooks had a good year with him. He's a true number one. And people have to respect his speed. You just got to respect Brandon Cooks in general. I said it months and months ago, months back. And thank you for giving me credit. It's like we should have made that trade. He could have been our true number one. I think he's like 28 years old.
Yep.
And we could have rocked with him for about 3 or 4 years. And now we have a true number one.
You're speaking facts. Ken, I'm pretty sure he was out. I heard nothing about injury. He came in inactive. To me, that's scary. I know he didn't play well last week, but that just tells me you're reaching at that point. All right. When Kennedy is, and I like Kennedy, he's cool. It's a great story, but that should not be one of your top options. It just shouldn't be. When Drama Ellison off the practice squad is an option, it shouldn't be. You didn't even bring this guy in. You're just throwing him in there because you don't know where to go. They need to make a move at receiver. And I would say this. I get the idea of, okay, we're going to look to next season. Okay, nah. You got to win football games. And if you get a guy like Cooks, who's got a $5 million cap hit this season, he's under contract through 2023. His contract does go up. You're getting a top option, like Raz said. You're getting his top guy in the past. And we need someone that can play X right now. That's how I'm seeing it. You can't have Khalif play X. I like Khalif. He's a good receiver, but he can't be your X. He doesn't have the
Right.
size to consistently do the routes that they need him to do. And you're going to hear Dan Campbell go off on this, receivers going MA, not knowing where they're supposed to be, not giving Goff an option to throw to. If that's really the truth, then you got to address that. You can't say, we good. Nah, you've went through everybody. I don't know who else you're going to at this point. Tyrell, he's a ways away. So who are you going to that you're going to trust? And he even says in this thing, you'll see it, we can't accurately make a decision on how well Goff is playing with what he has around him.
Right.
So
Right.
do something then. I mean, you can't just go through this year and say, well, we couldn't accurately look at it. So what are you going to do for next year? You don't know who your quarterback is? I mean, you got to do something at this spot, and I think that needs to address. It doesn't have to be Cooks. He's just at the top of my list because financially, $5 million cap hit for this season, we still would have to make a few moves, but we could probably make it work. Guy like Odell, impossible. 15 million cap hit, it ain't going to happen. But I think a guy like that is very possible to make happen. And we need a top option right now, especially when we're going to see he's going to talk about we need to go tempo. You better have options to throw to then. Because if your run game's going to get stopped and everybody's going to sell up for your run, you can't take the top off. Even if Decker comes back, if you can't take the top off, they're going to shut down that run.
It's going to be issues.
What are you going to go to?
It's going to be issues. Just having a true number one is going to open up everything. It's going to help out the other receivers. It's going to open up the run game. It's just going to open up because you got to respect Cooks. I'm going back to I really wanted Cooks, bro, because he's a burner. He can be that number one. And they already know each other. They're familiar with each other. I don't know why we didn't make that move. And we still could possibly make this move.
Definitely could.
I hope they do. And you're right. And I've said it, I'm giving Goff kind of a pass this year just because of his core he got around him. He ain't got nobody. And we watch film and it's like our receivers really, they're not getting any separation.
And you lost your top two now. So
they're not.
Yeah. I mean,
and then now he's not getting
this. You lost Tyler. So where are we at? I mean, your number one is Khalif. I like Khalif, but he ain't a number one.
He's not.
He's not. He might not be a number two.
And D. Smith, he got a point. Holmes is familiar with him too.
Yes, sir.
I said it like 3 or 4 months ago, man. I'm so mad, because I really think just having him, he could instantly just light a fire under our offense, Brody.
Yeah,
instantly.
We need to do something. I mean, you got to do something.
You had something else you want to throw up on the presser?
Yeah, I'll throw it back up. I don't think we need to go O-line because I think Decker's close and I don't know how it would work out. Like, okay, we grab a tackle, then what? Like, where does he play? He ain't gonna take Sewell's spot because he's a rookie. So, I mean, if you're gonna do something, that's the position I would address. Let's keep it rolling. I'll mute myself.
Yes, it is. That was brutal. We weren't even in that fight. We weren't even in it. I mean, all the everything that we did there. You look at our stats offensively, that was because they're just in prevent cover two. They're just, we should make those plays. So it's not good enough. It's not, you know what? In defense, if that's the game, if that's the way it's going, our defense can't allow us. They can't allow the opponent to score them. So be it. That's life. If you're the ones who are playing best, you got to hold them and keep us in the game. Then keep it to where we can score maybe one score and find a way to win the game. But that it's not good. It's not good.
What kind of changes can you make to maybe give the offense at least a little bit of injection?
Well, we're gonna look at everything. All right. I need to go look at the tape tonight. It's easy to get upset with what we're doing or certain players at certain times, and but we'll look at everything. I've got about 1 million ideas just floating around up here right now as to what I want to do. How do we create tempo for our offense? More important, that's where I feel like we're struggling right now. We have no momentum, no rhythm, no tempo offensively, and it's killing us right now, and it's killing us on third down. And until we can begin to
3 slot receivers playing
and help each other out.
If you want me to pause at any time, let me know.
We got 3 slot receivers playing. D. Smitty's right, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was like, hold up. Where can we put Khalif? Every time we put a slot out there, they're effective. Whoever can't play slot doesn't do anything. Khalif don't do anything when St. Brown's in the slot.
Oh, my gosh. It's true. We have 3 slot receivers playing X, Y, and Z, D. Smitty. Oh, my gosh. Man, shout out to the chat. Go ahead, roll it, man. I'm just so upset, but we need a win.
We're gonna get one.
When? When are we gonna get
I
a
don't
win?
know, Brad. I don't know. You can't ask me the tough questions, man. All right.
When?
About offense, defense. We need special teams to make a play. We can't have a block in the back that puts us down inside the 20. I mean, those just crush us, you know. Shoot, man, Amani comes up with the ball again. He's got a great interception. What do we do offensively? We end up, you know, we can't make the catch, and it's an interception right back to him. And so we're going to look at everything, though.
When you put something like this on yourself, Dan, what does that mean? I mean, what do you feel like you didn't do right through the course of this week that set this up?
Yeah, well, I probably should have been a little bit more forceful on Wednesday is probably what I should have done. You know, we didn't go pads. Maybe we should have gone pads. I'm going to think about all this. I know this. I'll be looking directly at myself tonight first before anything else, because that's the bottom line. You don't get whipped like that unless you're freaking your head coach has a hand in that. That's the truth. So,
But what's the message that you delivered to your team?
everything I just told you.
What are you laughing about over there?
This practice.
The chat? Hold on, pause this. Wait a minute.
That makes me laugh.
see
But
this.
also, just
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Did you know Mac Jones' real name was McCorkle?
Nah. McCorkle?
I don't know if that can't be real, Panda.
Hold up.
I don't know if that's real. I know this is way off topic, but I seen that. I'm like, hold on. McCorkle Jones? Is that his real name?
Wait, hold up. I might rock with that. That's unique. McCorkle.
No, I'm not going by McCorkle. You're going to call me Mac.
You can call him Cork for short. He's a
No.
cork. Yeah.
I'm
Put
not.
him- put him in a bottle. He's a stopper. Cork stopper. McCork. Oh.
No. There's nothing you can. Mm-mm. You're tripping. I had to. I was waiting.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Tough.
Yeah, they said it's real, bro. His name's McCorkle. For sure. For sure.
Shout out to McCorkle out there doing his thing.
Would you rather have McCorkle right now?
Why you asked me this last show, man? Look, I'm a McCorkle fan.
Because
I love
every week,
McCorkle.
every week, I'm getting more and more upset with Jared Goff.
I'm not. I'm kind of in the same boat as last week. I'm just like, dude, what are we doing? I'm just more upset with the entire offense as a whole, the dumb things. Because I trust coming into a game, Hawk, you ain't gonna do these dumb things, and he does. Jonah, you've been here for a year. Why are you false starting on a 4th and 1? You know you're going for it. How are you jumping? You know, I get Sewell every single week doing the same thing. Like, bro, and maybe it's because there's no competition behind him. I don't know. There's no competition right now. They're not, dude. Honestly, if I was them and I heard him say, "Oh, Jonah's played well," nah, Jonah, I would have took him out of the game. Logan Stenberg's taking a spot for the rest of the game, or maybe just for a quarter or possession. Just say, "Hey, you're gonna lose that spot if you're doing dumb things like this because we try to go up tempo and we can't because you went false start." And Hawk, okay, I get you can't really take Hawk out. He still makes plays, but I mean, shoot, we go back to the receiver thing. Get a receiver to take some pressure off a Hawk. Open up Hawk a little bit. That's the only guy it seems like we got that can do anything, and he can't get open against corners. Like, we got no weapons right now.
We need a true number 1.
Brad,
Plain and simple.
Brad, I'm gonna get you a Brandon Cooks jersey if we get him. I'll tell you that right now,
Plain and simple.
and I hope we do.
I hope we get him too.
He didn't. Tommy said throw him. He didn't really throw him under, but if you watch, he defends him, and I don't think there's a reason to just strictly throw him under bus when you saw this game. I mean, it was that bad, man. Like, bro, we didn't do anything. I mean, this offense was terrible, and the mistakes that these dudes constantly make is driving me nuts. Hot, come on, man. Jonah, come on, man. Can't have that.
The O-line's playing terrible, man.
Put some pressure on him. Something. I don't know. Maybe that's a trade. Maybe it's just taking him out. Something. You ain't keep that job.
This is the worst game the offensive line's had. Our run game didn't get going. We weren't pass blocking anybody. I mean, I really think this is honestly just the worst game in general this year. Hands down.
Yeah. Oh,
Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, I feel like we've been competitive in every game, aside from maybe Green Bay, but it was Green Bay in the second half. Yeah.
Shout out to Frank G. We're going to have you come on here in a minute.
Wait, did Frank
Roll
change
it.
his picture? Oh, he did change his picture. Okay, Frank, he changed his picture. All right, Frank. Okay,
He's upset.
No, it was just, there again, it was a little bit like we'd done the week before, except we didn't go pads, and it was more of a teaching type deal to get our bodies back a little bit. And, maybe we were just a little too lax. Maybe it just wasn't quite honed in the way it needed to be. And, and so that's where it's got to begin. It's always got to be in it. And it doesn't matter if you're 0-5 or 0-6. If you're not coming back to work, refocus, ready to go, I mean, you got a job to do. We got a job to do. And if you got any pride about you, you come back to work. So
straight up. See, I'm still rocking with Dan, bro.
mm-hmm.
I'm still.
It has nothing to do with Jared. That's not true, E. That's not true. But what I'm saying is I don't put this all on Jared Goff. This is a collective. This is collective offensively for everything from how can we help schematically to, man, are we man at the improper time? Are guys getting open? Is he making the throw he should? Is he making the right read? So this is a collective, believe me, this is a collective effort offensively that we're digging ourselves into a ditch with offensively. So this is all of it.
Is the lack of focus something to worry about long term, or you believe that this team is able to get that back next week after?
Yeah, I trust our players. I do. There again, we're young. I know I like the captains on this team, and I know what they're about. And I still like these players. I mean, this is the first time I feel like we weren't in it, and so I believe that we'll refocus. I think these guys will come back to work. And there again, man, we got to go, and there's got to be a point of emphasis to it, and you got to have some pride about you, and we have to, as coaches, put a good game plan together for them, give them the best opportunity to have success. That's our job.
Game at any point today, did you consider sitting Jared?
No.
For momentum?
Nope. Did not.
And just to be clear, because Jen asked about Blau and Eric asked about Goff going forward, is that one of the changes that you will be considering? Change the quarterback?
No. Now, it doesn't mean that something won't ever come up. I'm going to look at everything, but look, to me, this was a collective effort offensively. This is not, you can't blame one person there. Just like, I know maybe you think it's easy to just throw it out and for me to blame it on myself. Look, I gave they heard plenty from me in there. But the bottom line, and that is the truth, is that I didn't help them. I didn't help them prepare for this game properly, or help our coaches help them prepare properly. So yeah, they got a hand in it, and we'll be evaluating them. But everybody's going to be evaluated as well. Everybody.
Heard that. I heard that.
Yeah, there's some guys at MA too, and he's trying to make a throw with guys that are MAing. And so he can't even trust where the hell they're supposed to be at. So I'm with you. I don't mean to get upset. Yeah. So yeah, look, he's got to make some throws, and then our receivers got to be where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. And we can't mess around, but I know.
So do you think we should go out and make trades?
Yes, 100%. Because I even saw it in the chat earlier. You can get what you're going to say. My bad.
No, I just want to know what trades you want. What do you?
I want a receiver.
That's it.
I mean, unless if Decker is not close, I get a tackle. If Decker is close, like I think he is, I'm getting a receiver. And that don't have to be Cooks. I saw Denzel Mims' name out there, but I don't know if he fits what they're looking for. But no, it's probably Cooks top of my list, and maybe even it's just a free agent just to do it. But I'm grabbing some receiver from somewhere because I saw the chat said, well, we may win next year, but like what changes this year to next year? Does everybody gets the same amount of money? The salary caps can go up for everybody. We spend our money. Like I get the idea of, okay, we're going to have draft picks, so it's going to work. But, less than half your draft picks are going to hit every year. There's no guarantees about next year and what this is going to be. You got to figure out, how do we win now so we can win going forward? That's why I don't buy into the tanking method, because it doesn't show you how to win football games. We got to figure out, how do we win games? What do we need? And if we can show that we know what we need to fix, that's a step in the right direction. If they know receiver's a problem, like it sounds like he thinks receiver's a problem, and he can fix that and add something to it and you can see improvement, then it's like, okay, he knows what the issue is here. Maybe we can't figure it all out this year, but we can go forward and figure this issue out. If it's like, oh, we're just going to rock with what we got and keep losing football games, then how do we know that they know what the issue is? We could just say it's receiver, but if we grab receiver this offseason and we still look bad, then what was really the issue? I don't know. I want to figure out how to win football games. And I think receiver right now is that issue for me, along other issues, but that's an issue that I would address.
What about what Panda's saying right here? How about Andy and Isabella out in Arizona?
I mean, shoot, I'm open to grab anybody, to be honest with you. Andy, I was thinking because he's a little smaller, so I don't know.
Right, another slot.
Right. I don't know
he's a speedster, but it's just another slot we're adding at that point.
You know what? Anybody for comp. I mean, shoot, when you benching the dude you traded, dude, go grab somebody. Like, for real. You can't do that, man. We don't have it. We don't know where we're going at receiver. And that's the part I want to point out. He's like, they're not supposed to be where they're supposed to be. Okay, we're just gonna roll in the next week with the same dudes then?
Right.
Like, you knew, like, dude,
right.
When you're saying that about your receivers, you know that's an issue. So you better fix that issue. I don't want to just rock into this and be like, nah, we good. We ain't good. We ain't good. This is the problem.
It is, man. And if they're not where they're supposed to be and you're not getting separations, it's like, come on, bro. We got to switch it up. 100%. Like, I didn't even want to continue to keep watching the game. It was just so bad.
It was bad.
You can watch them and be like, okay, our run games, these were gashing them on the ground.
Yeah, there's things they'll take a look at and be like, that was good. No.
I got no good from this game. I really only like 2 people this game. That's it. 2 people.
Hey.
Presser.
Mike, it's not, but I want to address Mike. He said one man off. It's not about being a one man off. It's about figuring out what our issues is. Like, no, there's no perfect team in football, right? But when the Arizona Cardinals said we have an issue here, they addressed it. Bad teams address issues, and that doesn't mean you have to go trade for it. That just means you got to address your issue and figure out what that issue is. I don't know what our issues are until they start to try to address things. Sitting back and letting it ride and hoping something gets better is not addressing an issue. That's just doing the same thing every week, and everyone's telling me what the definition of insanity is, but we like rolling with insanity for some reason. Change it. Make it better, man. We come in every year saying, oh, Insanity's doing the same thing. We doing the same thing sitting back and watching every week. Fix the problem, man.
Ooh, I ain't never heard you like this. You're on it tonight.
Drives me nuts, man.
You are on it tonight. I've never heard you like this.
Both sides of the field. Are we going to be aggressive or are we going to sit back and watch things, fall apart? Like, there's no guarantees ever. When Matt Patricia went out and traded for Everson, I was hyped. I was like, bro, we did something. We're trying to make the playoffs. He knows he's got to win football games. So, but all of a sudden, because we come in the year without putting expectations on Campbell, he doesn't have to do anything. Why is there no expectations on Campbell? Why? Tell me why there's no expectations on Campbell this year.
I can tell you. I mean, they're probably saying that because of the talent around them. Everybody's throwing out that rebuilding.
We didn't spend money.
Rebuilding.
Do we have $40 million in cap? Ken just said we got $3 million. That's on them. You put yourself in this spot. You traded for Goff, took on this contract, and you didn't put an option behind him to say, hey, if something goes wrong, we can put this guy in. You said we rocking with Goff. So now you're stuck in it. You made that bed.
I've never seen you like this. Go. Continue. I love it. I love it.
He made the bed, so I don't want to hear him line it like it's cool. I'm tired of losing, man. It's dumb.
I love it. Oh, you okay? You need a breather?
I'm good.
You need a breather.
I think Decker helps, but bro, I just don't like the idea of just sitting, man. It don't make sense. Just try something. It might not work.
You know what?
It's not working, but I want to see effort. That's all I want to see is just effort. And even if that's just a scheme change, that's cool. And I think we will see a scheme change, man. But that's okay.
I love it. I mean, I like how you. I've never seen you like this. Normally, it's me going off, but.
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't have a rant segment yet, so I had to give you.
I appreciate that. You went crazy right there. Yeah. I love everything you just said. You want to do? Are we going back? Woo! There you go, Dose. Let him know, man.
Hey, if you want me to pause this, just say something. I'll pause it because I have my thing muted.
Okay, I'll tell you. God, Lee, you got me getting fired up.
Yeah.
You're obviously fired up from this talk today. You explain the juxtaposition of emotion why you're so.
No, because we weren't in this. We weren't even in this game. It's demoralizing when you are under 2 and they're kneeling the ball and I have 3 timeouts. And it's it's just Kudos to them. They did a damn good job. They whipped our ass.
Sorry, Dan. Could you sense it coming at all? Like
No. Nope. Nope. Couldn't.
Tell him, Dan.
Still football game 10-0. Got 4th and 1, big play to maybe change that momentum. What happened there? It seemed like a missed assignment. Mixon probably should have been wide open.
On the roll pass. Yeah, I'm with you. So really that was, yeah, you'd like to think you're going to be able to take the edge on that. That was a little more of an all-out play the run. You're kind of at that point in the game, you're kind of playing the odds, if you will. And so not that we don't have somebody for him, but you're hoping your edge defender maybe at least nudges him, hits him, something. And so, look, it was a good play call, and you're kind of going all out there to see if you can get a stop.
Dan, I'm just taking, how do you judge your quarterback with the offensive line missing 2 guys, receiving room keeps being shuttled in and out? Can you judge your quarterback harshly with everything that's going on?
Yeah, look, I think I will say this. I still don't feel like we can accurately judge him one way or another. I don't feel that way yet. Now, I will say this.
I'm sorry. That pause, I just love that pause.
Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride.
I feel like he needs to step up more than he has. And I think he needs to help us, just like everybody else. And I think he's going to need to put a little bit of weight on his shoulders here, and it's time to step up, make some throws, and do some things.
Right, Dan.
But he needs help. He needs help.
So go get him some.
And look, I told him out there, he knows this, but some of that stuff, we're getting these holding calls. Well, it's because he's drifting back in the pocket 10 yards deep. That's not fair to those guys either. And if you hang on to the ball, so it's like I told you, this is a collective effort now. Everything goes hand in hand. But I want to see him step up. I do, because I think he can do it.
Can he? Can he do it?
I can stop it there. He's just about to talk about why he took the timeouts.
Can he do it? That's the question.
Ooh.
So do you really think he can do it?
Can he step up? Yeah.
Goff can be the guy. If we bring him like a true number 1, we can do it.
My thing is, and I probably should have explained this better, but I was saying, Stafford hid some things, I think, these last couple years. Like when we struggled to run the football, you didn't always notice it because we had Stafford and he could keep us in some games. And then when Chase Daniel came in, we did notice it. And I think Goff, it's also an age thing, but at the same time, 26 is where you start to kind of show us that leap. And I think he needs to show us that. Like, I'm not with, hey, Goff, you playing great. Like, he ain't playing great. You got to help us. There's some places where he just help us. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out what this team is looking for. Like, there's certain places where I'm like, oh, he could have been more aggressive. But then I keep hearing Campbell talk about, well, he needs to get the ball out quick. Like, what are we looking for offensively? If we're trying to be a team that just wants to take everything underneath, and that's cool. But, okay, let's go get the dudes. Let's run the scheme for that. Let's put him in that spot. So that's what we're built for. I think they're kind of going towards that because of the fact they know they can't protect. And that's why they're doing what they're doing. But I feel like he can play. He's not at Stafford's level. Like, no one's, going to mistake it and say, oh, he's Stafford. There's a reason the trade was done.
Right.
But I think, we got to make moves. That way we can fairly evaluate him. And that way we can see if there's enough here where, all right, he's under for 4 years. If he can continue to grow and develop in this offense. Right now, we don't even know if he can. I don't even know. I can't look at a game and say, like, look at this last game and say, well, here's where he was good and here's where he's bad. We played so bad, I don't even know what to take away from that. Like, bro, every drive was bad. It's like we didn't run. We had penalties, and he missed passes, hit passes, fumble. It's like, dude, I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to look at.
It was just a terrible. You want to get into grades?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's get grades, and let's bring that guy Frank on. We've had him backstage. You know what I mean? Let's bring him on. Let him do the grades with us. Let's bring that guy on.
Yeah, bring my boy Frank in there.
Bring Frank on to the.
Looking good with the new picture, man.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing?
What's up, man?
Appreciate the invite.
Always told you. Come on. So, I mean,
it's cold.
Where do you want to start? Offense? or defense? Frank, you the guess. What you want to? You want to go offensive grades first or defense? You pick the side of the ball.
I say we go offense.
Offense. Okay.
Yeah.
Jump us off. Let's go. We're gonna leave quarterback for last. Let's go O-line. O-line. What's your grades?
O-line. See, I'm gonna go a C because I felt what Dan Campbell said in the sense of like we've known this whole time about Goff, and that was one of his biggest things coming in is him not getting rid of the ball fast enough, throwing it away, going too far back, allowing them to sack him. So like some of it is on the quarterback, but then again, like the offensive line has struggled all year. Think about it. Coming into the season, we thought we would have a top 5, top 10 easy offensive line. And I believed in that because of how much rebuilding they did. So I'm going C minus. I'm going C minus.
Okay. All right. I'm going to agree with Panda here. I'm giving the O-line an F. Pass protection was terrible. We had no run game. They're getting an F. Penn A, just penalties everywhere. So, man, I keep saying I think he should play guard because his pass protection is just terrible. But they're getting an F from me. Dose.
Where was this Dan Campbell at? That's what I was looking for in that.
that Dan Campbell, the lean in, the lean in Dan Campbell. Hey, you're a fool for that.
DT fan man said all grades are incomplete. You got to show up first. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna be respectful though. You gave him an F. I'll give you a solid D minus. I saw Sewell have a couple of nice blocks. I'm like, okay, I see you, Sewell. And I think Big B was okay. I think. But man, like Nelson, I like Frank's point because I agree with the point of we kind of knew where this O-line was. Like we knew coming in. Like I'm gonna be honest, sitting there when I saw them walk out to do warm-ups and I saw Matt Nelson at right tackle, I was like, oh gosh, I was actually worried. I've never been worried about that before. Like I'm like, look at who's the O-lineman. I was really worried. Like, oh man, I was just hoping I'd see Decker run out, and I didn't. So you're right. I mean, we kind of knew what it was, but he didn't do anything other than what we've seen. And this game to me was worse because this is the first time we didn't even run block. Like we didn't even run well. So I don't even know what to hang my hat on with this group from this game aside from penalties. I mean, shoot, D minus.
That's why I get an F. They failed.
I'm trying to show some love. Sewell had.
No F.
Yeah, one block. You're right. You could still be there.
So Frank gave him a C minus.
Gave him a C minus. I like
D
Frank.
minus.
Frank's optimistic. I like you, Frank.
Oh man, look, I said I'm gonna be positive today.
Yeah,
I'm bringing that positive energy.
We need it. We need it.
I ain't got it tonight.
We got
it. Those don't need. Those went off. I ain't never seen him do that.
Hey, I told you, Rad. I told you last show.
I loved it.
When he be snapping on them videos, that'd be everything.
Let's go tight end.
Oh gosh, I can start this if you want. And
go jump us off.
D. Hawk, like, bro, we talk about this. There's expectations. I didn't expect a lot from Nelson, so I get what Frank's saying. But I expect a lot from Hawk every week. And Hawk made plays in the pass game, but they weren't plays that I didn't expect him to make. Like the plays, the good pass that Goff made, like that wasn't anything crazy. But I expect him not to get these false start penalties, and I expect him to run block. I expect him to hit it, block on a screen. Why are we blocking the same guy? Things like that drive me nuts. I didn't even look at fellows like that to know what he did. But I keep looking at Hawk as you're the leader of this team. I know you're young, but you're that guy we're leaning to. We're a young team, and he ain't that guy right now. And I like what he does in pass game. I think actually more help a receiver makes him better. So I like Hawk, I do, but I'm gonna go D just because I'm not positive today. So I'll let Frank be that guy.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go. So my thing is like I try to look at the whole picture, right? Like my thing is Hawk is on the field. He's been pretty durable. Like for me, like when I'm doing these grades and just watching y'all every week is like when you step on the field, you step on the field with a C. Like because you're available.
I like
Because
that.
like you cannot be available, right? Depending on what you do on the field, you can either go up or down. Hawk had a solid. I mean, he had a solid catches. You know, it was decent. He didn't find the end zone, but then, like you said, he kind of negated everything he was doing with those stupid penalties. So I'm gonna go D plus. I'm gonna go D plus.
I like how you broke that down.
And I mean, he did break it down. Well, I'm going to D plus also. Like, I mean, he did leave us somewhat receiving and catches also, but he did lead in targets. He didn't do anything special. And lining up all wrong and things like that, you get a D plus because, like Dosh, you said, Hawk's supposed to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're gonna need some big plays from you, but Goff got to give him chances to make big plays. He's getting a D plus. I'm just upset tonight.
That 3rd and 10, bro. I know it's not on him, but man, break that tackle for me. Just do something special there. Give me that first, man. I know it's not on you. It's like a 5-yard pass, but give it to me. Do something, man. And then he missed the block on Henderson. It's a tough matchup. Okay, let's just move on.
Oh, well, is the mask coming back? Hold on.
Nah, my hands are cold. I told you it was cold in here today, man. It's cold. I don't know what's cold about this.
The receiving core. Terrible.
Ooh.
They are terrible. They're getting an F also. Terrible.
Bro, so look, I was watching another just dude who talked about the Lions earlier today. And so he's like, all right, let's talk about the positive stuff on the Detroit Lions. All right, that was all the positive. Like he said nothing, dog. Like I was rolling. He just like you expect him to like find something. He just straight up was quiet for like a minute. And we're like, all right, we're gonna go to the next thing. I was like, dang, that's crazy. I'm like, that's crazy.
Terrible, bro. They're terrible.
Oh my gosh. So is that your grade, Frank?
Yeah, man. Blank page. Blank page.
You know what?
Blank page.
You could give this an incomplete grade, and I rock with that because you don't really see him that much. St. Brown has some grabs, but man, go down with the football. Like, how do you get picked off like that? We need every explosive play we need, man. Have you seen something like that before?
I mean, it's happened before, yes, but it's just that's just our season, Brody. That's just the type of season we're having. Like,
yep. And then, man, the missed blocks on screens, it still drives me nuts because that's the offense we are, man. You gotta do your job on those. And you know, I'll just take Campbell's word for it and say that they weren't in the right spot. And even on that Hawk like wheel route, I wonder if he was talking about that one. I don't know if he was, but I know Goff said he thought like it looked like Goff was just throwing it straight to the sideline, and he's got to see that.
That's
like,
what I thought.
Throw it to him. Like, what are you doing? But maybe that was a play Campbell's talking about. I don't know. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give him an incomplete. I like Frank's right there.
Incomplete, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't put your name on the paper, so I can't give you a grade.
Right.
Lord, we don't know who this belongs to. All right. Running backs.
Ooh.
Jump us off, Frank. Running backs.
Man, I'm gonna go D. No plus, no minus, just D because they didn't have a lot of holes, but at the same time, it's like I'm used to Swift being that lightning bolt. Like, you know, he has the talent to do stuff, and I just didn't see it. The burst. I mean, you go one game, you literally barreling over people. Like after he trucked my man last game, that literally was a thunderbolt to our game and brought us all the way back. Right? Where's that energy? Like I'm gonna follow the program, but we got to talk about I got two things I want to talk about, but I'm gonna follow the program, but I got two things I want to discuss.
Ooh, all right. I'll give him a D. I'm gonna give the running backs a D also. I agree. Swift wasn't doing much. Jamal didn't do much. I get there weren't too many holes there, and that's falling on the offensive line. But at the same time, you got to be able to improvise and make a guy miss sometimes. And I just didn't really see it this week. They're getting a D. Everybody was just terrible this week. Just terrible, bro.
Yo,
terrible. I'm just upset, man. Like, this was supposed to be our week. Go ahead, Dose, man, before I get to ranting and just... I'm serious, man. Like, this is getting old. I get we playing hard and all that, but like, bro, we got to put together a win.
This was tough. Okay.
You didn't see Jacksonville get theirs like that though,
Right? That's what I'm like, bruh.
And I said
better than
by a
them.
field goal. I said by a field goal. I said Jacksonville did it.
He
Like,
did.
dang.
You said something during the week. You predicted something that caught my eye. I can't remember what it was. Was it the Titans? The Titans, that's a close game right now. You said that was going to be a good game. But anyway, we'll get to that later. Here's what I'll say with the running backs. You're right, they didn't have holes, so that's definitely a good point. Jamal dropping that pass was a killer. I'm like, come on, man. Like, who are we supposed to rely on when you're dropping that? Then Swift had a couple drops. The only thing I liked was that Swift kept fighting till the end, but I don't know. Like, even 3rd and 1s, we weren't picking them up. I don't know. It's definitely hole issues, but man, give me a yard,
our team always fights to the end. Like, they fight.
Right.
They play hard. I get that. But it's like, we got to cut down on these dumb mistakes, these penalties. I get we're not the most talented team, but like, we could still win. Any given Sunday, any team can go out there and beat anybody. But it's like, we just don't want to get a W. I feel like the Bengals was not that good. I really don't believe the Bengals is better than Minnesota. They're not better than Baltimore, but we just going to let the Bengals come out here and just spank us like this. Like, come on, man. Stop playing with me. I feel like we're getting worse and worse every week, man. Yeah. What's the next position? Where we at?
We're going to quarterback unless you want to skip the defense and then come back. You said
people might stop. They might start liking me if I'm. We can go quarterback, but let me go last because I need to calm down. I need to calm down because Goff is really. He's starting to grind my gears, bro. I'm trying to be nice. Like, Goff is really. Go ahead, quarterback.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to Z minus.
What? Z is in zebra.
I can't get a Z minus. No,
a Z is in zebra.
Is that not allowed? A Z minus is not allowed.
Hey, you can give whatever grade you want to give.
Oh,
because I might follow suit.
Okay, Z minus. Z minus. No explanation needed. Z minus.
Wait, hold up. Is Z good?
He got the last letter.
Oh my goodness.
In the alphabet. I like that Z minus.
I do. That was creative. That was very creative. I like that.
Goff is, I don't know. Man, look, I'm trying to stay positive about Goff.
Right, give him a Z plus. Come on.
Z plus? Okay, I'll give him he's getting a Z. I'll give him a Z plus. Z is in zebra. He getting a Z plus because I'm trying to stay positive because that's our quarterback and we know we got him for at least another year or two.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to say, okay, the O-line didn't play good. I get that. He does need some protection. And then he really doesn't have a good receiving core, so I'm trying to cut him a break. But at the same time, he's inaccurate. Like I've been saying for many weeks, he can't throw outside the numbers. It's just, he looks just, I guess because of protection, he's going to look timid in the pocket. But still, I just feel like he can't climb a pocket well. He already looks goofy, so I'm trying to
Come on, man.
He does, bro. I'm trying not to just dog our quarterback, but I feel like each week he's looking just worse and worse.
Dose, let me.
I'm done. Z plus.
What's up?
Dose, let me ask you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go with the grade. I'm sorry. You got.
No, I'm Z plus. I don't know. I don't want to keep ranting on about Goff because I end up burying the dude.
Ooh.
So that's it. I'm done.
What you got for us, Dion?
I'm done. I don't want
to. Dude, I almost feel like I can go incomplete here too, man. I'm hovering between D minus and D. I'm in that range because one side I'm like, you getting paid like a top quarterback. When's it gonna show? And it ain't gonna really show. But I just want a couple plays where I'm like, all right, there you go. There you go. That was some. And I feel like you talked about the one thing that I actually liked about his game was that on the two big plays that I thought he made, he stepped up and took a hit and delivered. And I was like, all right, that's good. And he didn't fumble, so I don't know if that's a positive, but he protected the ball.
That's sad. We got to say that's a positive because our quarterback didn't fumble.
Before we move off Goff, real quick, I just want to ask you though. So
yeah,
right now, how do you feel about the contract restructure?
I still liked it because I like that it gave us money this year.
Even
That's a
though
good question.
the length.
Yeah,
the
I
length-
still like Goff. I still think he could be the dude going forward. You know,
Okay.
like I ain't off that train yet because I just don't know yet. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'm not sure what we got. You know, I don't know what we got yet.
No, I was thinking about that contract. That's all.
That's a good
Because I
question.
mean, we still got an out in what 2023 or 24. Like the cap penalty isn't that bad if we do get rid of him in 2023. I think.
Yeah, you got to at least go to 3, or it doesn't.
Yeah, right. We got to have him just for 3, which isn't terrible because at this point, I feel like I'm gonna hit the draft a little bit, just a teeny bit. This offseason, I don't think we need to draft a quarterback, and ain't none of them really jumping off the charts to me, anyways. Because I feel like we're gonna be a top 3 pick guaranteed. It's looking like 1, but I don't want to, whatever. So I don't think none of them are worth that yet. So then the following year's draft is I think we need to draft a quarterback, sit him for a year, and let Goff, hold us down in 2023, and then he's done after that. That's how I think we should play it out. Next year shouldn't be the year we get a quarterback because none of them's really jumping off the charts. Wait to that following offseason, get a quarterback then, and then let's get rid of Goff because I don't know.
With that tape, Rad, I just hope we're all here. Like, you gonna deal with Goff for 2-3 more seasons, bro? Like, I want the platform to be alive still. Like,
but this offseason, I feel like we got to go get I think we need to make a trade now, like me and Dose was saying earlier. But if not, this offseason, we got to make a push and get some weapons around them, straight up. Like, we got to get some weapons around them.
Facts.
Yep, I'm with y'all. I'm with you. Man said stop all that joy. Hey, you missed earlier. I wasn't having much joy earlier in the show. But
oh yeah,
like some of the other incompletes though. I'm he's still incomplete to me. I don't know. I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can look at this and say we got a good feel on what Goff is. I can't. I haven't seen it, man. I hope we get that receiver. Come on, bring it home, baby. Do something for us. Let's do it. We on the defense.
Other side of the ball.
So, Dose, what you just said, like, it just made me think of something, bro. So, like, when you say like you don't know what we have in Goff yet, like to me. Like, I just think about somebody's like level of anger, right? Like some people could be mild, where it's like, it don't matter how mad you make them, you won't see them do anything crazy. Like, there's a level to it. And I use that illustration in the sense of Goff. Like, when you look at intangibles, when you look at behaviors, like, you know what you have in a sense of like, okay, you know to throw the ball away. You know how to hit the short back coming out the backfield. Like, it's certain things that you just know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just expect it. You don't got to be trained. You don't got to be taught. Like, you just don't expect it. So when you look at Goff, that's what I kind of look at. Like, I don't expect perfection right now. I don't. But like, when you look at the throws that are there, when you look at the stuff that you should be able to do regardless. Like a college quarterback could hit the check down, right? Like, that's the stuff I look at and I'm like, it's scary. Like, that's the thing for me, because I feel you. Like, I'm not looking at this dude expecting us to be like a playoff team, but it's certain little stuff that you can kind of see where McVay was coming a little bit.
I get it. You hit on it because I don't like. What does he excel in? Like, what makes Goff special? There's nothing that really makes him special. Like Stafford, we knew what made him. He had an elite arm. He can improvise. What is Goff like? What? He's just a basic quarterback. Just basic.
But what did Stafford like? Stafford had a big arm, right? When he was 26. But man, I just feel like we're in just such a terrible situation. No one's gonna look good in this offense. We have to do something different, man. Something's got to change. I think we're gonna start to see some tempo. But I mean, like even missing checkdowns. Like, remember when Stafford was here, he did all this stuff too. I mean, he missed passes. He didn't check it down. He took a lot of sacks. He threw a lot of picks. That's why he had 17 interceptions when he was 26 years old on this team. And he look at him now. He's not doing that stuff in LA. Like this, he just isn't doing that anymore. And Goff, he's had his turnover issues. So that's an area where I'm with y'all. Like that's why I pointed out not fumbling, because he struggled with that so far this year. And I'm like, all right, you're gonna take the hits. You got to protect the football. So that's why I pointed that out. I don't know. I think I'm still kind of just waiting to see, man. I don't know how else to be, man. I'm just waiting.
He just doesn't look special to me. And I mean, I knew what we were getting. We were getting just an average quarterback. who needs to be in the right system, protected. You can't lean on Goff's arm if you need to. You just can't. I think even if we did have just like a really nice receiving core, I don't think we can lean on his arm. Like Stafford, we can lean on his arm if needed be.
Yeah. Especially later years. Yeah.
But always, not even later years. I feel like we could always lean on his arm. His arm talent was just stupendous. It's just that his decision making sometimes was bad.
Yep.
Now Goff, if we get down by 3 possessions, there's no way his arm is bringing us back in the game. No matter if we had Cooks, whoever, I just don't feel like he can do it. He can't land the deep ball.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Like Stafford didn't need as much makeup on his face. Like he had raw beauty in his arm. Like Goff needed chunks of makeup, a bunch of makeup to make him look decent in the offense.
And filters, all of it.
Like, you on Snapchat?
You can't come out here raw with that thing, man. You can't. It don't look good.
I just don't know, because like he was hitting deep passes. Like this was one of the top deep ball passers just a few years ago. It's like this is the same guy. It's not like he just got different when he came to Detroit and just forgot how to throw a deep ball. You know, like we knew he was average, but I feel like when you're average, you're gonna really form to your surroundings. Like Stafford was above average, and here people looked at him as average. Now they're looking at him like, dang, he's a top 10, top 5 quarterback. Goff was average coming in, and now he's
but
I've always looked at Stafford as good.
Yeah.
I've never looked at Stafford above average.
You didn't look at Stafford as above average? Like, what do you mean?
I thought he was good. No, I thought Stafford was like under that. He was in that tier 2 of quarterbacks. In my mind, always. He was always in that tier 2.
We had him there. Us Lions fan here. I'm saying from like the national idea.
Oh, I don't care what the national media got to say about us.
But we all both.
My bad.
Average. You're right. When we all came in, we thought Goff was average, and now he's looking below average with the support.
But those that year you were talking about with Goff, like that was the year McVay, he comes in with this offense. No one knows what to do with it. He has that MVP year in 2018, but it's like people caught on, right? Like McVay is still an offensive genius, but that was that year where ain't nobody know what to do with him. That rollout,
that run attack was.
They had that run game, Gurley, and then was everything was just set up so pretty that year for them.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yeah, he was good. I mean, he was good in 17 too, and it was like you're right. They ran the ball like, I mean, it was top of the league. Just the way that they did it to get less people in the box and still run like they did was nuts. And you're right, they had that, and that was, we knew coming in this year like, bro, we better be able to run the football. We better have an O-line. We don't need all the receivers, but if you don't have those two things, we in trouble. And right in this last game, we had nothing. Up to this last game, we had the run game. We didn't have the protection or the receivers. I don't know, man. That's why I hope we make some moves, man. All right. We're gonna go defense. Maybe we get some better grades here. We can get some better grades here. I feel it. I believe.
D-line?
Yeah, we can start there. That'll probably be your best one.
Go ahead, Frank.
So
that is the best one. They've been playing good to me all year, but go ahead, Frank. My bad.
I mean, I'm with you, man. I mean, like I like Brockers. I feel like when he came over, he's been solid. Tackles. I'm going Brockers. Like I feel like I in total, I'm giving him a B+. I'm giving him a B+. And I'm not saying because like it's a lot of negativity right here on the streets right now, but like I genuinely, I like him. I like him. B+.
I would do. I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give him a B just because Mixon kind of got off a little bit. But far as they was active, and I've been preaching. I think Brockers is our best defensive player this year so far. Both rookies was showing up. The D-line as a whole, I think, has been our best unit, the most consistent unit all season. I'm gonna give him a B. That's the only thing I'm taking away positive from this game is that our D-line is consistently showing up week in and week out. So they get a B. Those.
I like it. I like the young dudes. The young dudes still doing their thing. And Brockers is always good. And I was looking for at the end of the game just to see if they were still like exploding off the ball, just to see if Brockers was still doing what we're getting like smacked. And he was. So I'll give him credit there. I don't know if they were as maybe dominant as we've seen in past games, but they were still reliable. They were dependable. You knew what they were going to do. But I did think they ran the ball pretty well, and that's not really necessarily on them. I think we had a lot of missed tackles in linebacker and secondary, which made some big runs. So I like the grades. I'll go. Okay, I'll give you a positive. I'll go B.
B. I think that's fair. We all agreed on that. What about the outside linebackers?
Oh,
Julian Harris.
Trey.
I'm not no Trey fan, but okay.
Ah.
I'm no Trey fan. I think outside linebackers can get a B also. I feel like Trey played solid. My boy Austin Bryant got him a sack. Julian, they was getting some pressure. I'll get him a B also. I still think that's a position that we need to upgrade next offseason, but I got some questions. Hold on. Let's get off. So let's go. So we're giving grades. Obviously, we know receivers need to be upgraded.
Right.
I'm gonna flip this all the way back and then we'll come back over here. Obviously, receivers. So would we all agree receivers need to be upgraded? Everybody agrees that 100%. O-line, do you feel like there's any upgrades need to be done on that offensive line?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Running backs. I'm talking about like going into so far. Like, are we taking this crew into next year with us? Running backs, you feel solid about?
Feel good.
Frank?
I gotta see the rest of the year first. I gotta see the rest of the year because, man, I was so high on Kerryon Johnson, dude. I was so high on him. So I got his jersey, bro. Like I literally bought his jersey because I'm like, it's gonna be our back. Like I have his jersey. So with Swift, he's another high pick. He's shown flashes, Kerryon first year, and it's like I have to see more. I have to see more. So I can't 100% say like if there's a hot free agent out there, like Hunt becomes available. I'm not, you know what I mean?
I want him straight up.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know about that one.
I'm good because we got Jamar. He can be good. He can be good.
Yeah, we haven't seen him enough. Okay, I can't dog Jamar just yet.
He can be good.
We're just keeping our quarterback. We don't even need to ask about the quarterback. Okay, D line. The D line.
Healthy, I would take him. Healthy, I take him.
I'm comfortable with this D line. The D line now, not the outside linebackers, just the fat daddies. Are y'all comfortable with the fat daddies?
Yeah, I think I like it, man. It's not deciding on what Deshaun Hand is going forward. And but yeah, I mean, even without him, I like Cornell. We haven't seen him yet though. But I'm thinking we got Brockers for 3 years, so I like it. And Pennicini's still under contract. And
plus the rookies, so I'm comfortable with us going in with those fat daddies. Go ahead, Frank.
No, I like him. He's a run stopper. Pennicini, I like him.
Mm-hmm. Outside linebackers, is this a position we need to upgrade?
I feel like we can get more speed. I feel like we need more speed.
That's what I would agree. I would agree with that.
You think about the slot, they them quick little, like you need speed, man. Like you get a slot receiver running a route, they getting burnt. Like we need more speed in that position, I feel.
Straight up, because Trey Flowers ain't that athletic to me. He's too tight in the hips. His hips is too tight.
Yeah, they got to make a decision on Trey. But I would re-sign Charles Harris like that. Bam, he'd be back. Him and Romeo, and if you can trade Trey, okay.
I would bring Romeo back. Would you take Thibodeau from Oregon?
Wait, you bring Romeo back or Charles? I was talking about Charles.
Oh, Charles. I'm sorry. I'll bring Charles back.
Charles.
I'd bring Charles back. He's been playing solid. Charles, I'm sorry. Now, would y'all sign Thibodeau? Not sign, but would you draft Thibodeau with that first pick?
Probably not. I don't know.
Really?
It depends where we're at. I mean, if I can get like if we're like building the offense, like I don't know, like it depends where we're at in the draft, I guess. If we like building this offense, maybe
pick one.
Maybe even lean guard.
We're pick one.
I don't know who the best guard is. Okay, yeah, I don't think you can go guard first pick. Yeah.
Lions might.
Yeah, you might have to go pass over. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We might grab
grab
a tackle, put him in guard, baby.
Hey,
the Lions might.
Have y'all ever saw that video? He was like, my man, he was like, the Detroit Lions have selected a punter out of Jerusalem.
Oh gosh.
Dog, I cried laughing when I saw that, Dion. Laughing.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Well, we graded them. Let's go to inside linebackers. Would y'all upgrade them? So Barnes is coming back for sure. Like Barnes will be our day one starter.
I like Alex. I'm bringing him back. and Jalen was terrible this game. So
Yeah, man, Jalen.
Yeah, he didn't have a good one. He didn't have a good one.
I like Jalen. He just struggled.
He's a good tackler, but man,
I'd upgrade inside linebackers this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Alex isn't even locked in for me. Like Jalen can come back just off the strength of his special teams play in case somebody gets hurt. Then like, okay, he's a cool backup. Barnes is a day one starter for me, and then I'm adding another piece right there next to him. But Alex ain't locked in for me.
Through the draft, you would try to, or are you looking at a trade?
We got to see what the free agency looking like or trade. But somebody's coming in to play next to Barnes next year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think it's going to be Alex. In my opinion, I'm not bringing Alex back just yet.
Yeah.
I know that's your boy, Dose.
I can see like a mid-round inside linebacker again. I could see.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
And if even if Alex is here, if he takes his role, he takes his role. Let Alex be a backup. He was backup before.
Okay.
You need 3 linebackers. We've been using 3 linebackers with this defense.
What's the grades we giving him for this past weekend?
You mean start this? I'll give this.
Go ahead. Go.
I'm gonna give this a D. The only reason it's not an F is because I thought Barnes played really well. So he like carries. He's like picking up the group and just holding it.
Got him on the back.
Yeah, he put that back. You know the Dora Explorer backpack. He's got that. And then the map. I don't know who the map is. Maybe I'm not sure who that is. We're going too far with this. But
oh Lord.
But I didn't think Jalen played good, man. I thought he got beat from the beginning. He missed a lot of tackles. Joe Mixon was shaking that dude. We had a lot of missed tackles. I ain't just putting it on him because Mixon's shifty as heck. He had missed tackles.
Sound like you wish you listened to the rookie and had him on our fantasy team, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Take him out of the show, Red.
Take him out the show, right?
Click the button on that lane.
my fingers aren't quick enough.
I can't do it.
Let's go. We're gonna talk about that on Thursday. But go ahead. I mean, continue with these inside linebackers, but D, I would agree.
Yeah.
That's what I'm giving them also a D. Like they didn't play too well to me. Barnes was only the bright spot. But that's why I want to upgrade these boys. Like I just can't be comfortable with Alex being my starting linebacker week in and week out.
Yeah, it's suspect, man. And then my thing is like, you think about the game planning these teams do, man. Like that's a spot where I feel like they're like, oh, we gonna attack that. You know what I mean? Like you can plan to draw up plays because we need help in that. We need help there. So I'm going D as well.
All right, we all agreed.
Hey, I like it.
The linebackers get the D.
Y'all ain't tripping for the
Secondary. I ain't seen enough film to like grade them.
Break it up.
Break it up. Oh, you want to break it up? Okay. I just want to
break it up. Yeah.
Go corners, Dose, because
I like the corners.
Go.
I like some of it. I like Jerry Jacobs again. I mean, I know he gave a couple big plays, but for what plays he did make, like he flashed a few times, man. He gave me some good plays. I thought the forced fumble was good. He was hitting. He was pretty darn good in coverage up until the big play given before half. And he had that forced incompletion. I was like, okay, Jerry. Hey, I wish we would recovered that fumble. That would have been great.
Right.
But I really think this dude going forward, I know it's 2 weeks, so this is like an overstatement, but I think he could be a solid number 2 down the road. And Amani made another pick. He's opportunistic. Amani's showing his opportunity. He ain't locked down, but he'll make a couple plays. He's aware of what's going on. And, even AJ Parker, he missed some tackles, so I don't think it was his best game. But I do like communication. I'm not seeing the communication lapses in the secondary like I think we saw a couple weeks ago. So, yeah.
So, what was the grade? Did the
grade
grade come out? I didn't hear a grade. I could be wrong, but I don't know if I heard a grade.
I'll give it a solid. I'm gonna go C+ because I thought we were gonna really struggle against this receiver core, and I don't think we did. I thought we were better in pass coverage than we were at run defense for most of this game.
Okay, Frank, what you doing? Frank?
I'm with Dose. I like Jacobs. Anytime Price is on the field, I turn my TV completely off because I know a bomb is coming. But I can just I'm gonna be positive. I like Jacobs. You don't expect too much with his youth, but I'll go C minus. I'll go C minus with the cornerbacks. And two, like, just man, I just feel like Dan Campbell need to take all of the D-backs and just throw footballs at them and make them catch. Like, we have we got to be leading the league with like dropped interceptions. Like, it kills me. Like, I be about to have a heart attack because we be dropping all these things.
Facts.
I'm giving them I'll go C minus. Just because they all young. They was gonna get a D, but I'm gonna just give them the benefit of the doubt and give them a C minus because they all undrafted rookies, and Amani's the 3rd year, 4th year guy. But they didn't really do too much. I mean, yeah, Amani got that pick, but besides that, Jacobs was flashing a little bit. Man, I just C minus. I'm just over these, man. Look,
where's
C minus.
Where's your tripping button?
I'm not even gonna start tripping no more, man. I'm just
okay.
It is what it is. I just gotta accept that we're gonna play hard week in and week out, but we're gonna lose.
Man,
that's just I just gotta get that mental. Like, I gotta accept that mentally. Like,
you can't accept this, man.
I have to, but I mean, I'm like, it's gotta sink in that we're probably gonna win 1, maybe 2 games, if that. I just don't want to make history again. I don't want to make history again. And it's starting to look like, man, we might make history again. That's just going to be so embarrassing, bro. The first year they roll out the 17-game season, and guess who goes 0-17? I'm done. Move on to the safeties. Just move on. Move on. It's not looking good, fellas. Like, let's be real. Let's really be real.
We're going 0-17 now?
It's starting to sink in, man. Like, gosh.
I want to ask you this because I know you are. I know your thoughts, like, pretty much on this, but I do want to say, if you're the owner right now, right? We go 0-17. You're not making any changes to the staff. 0-17. You ain't give me 1.
We go 0-17, like, I hate to say it, but like, we might have to flip the coordinators. I'm gonna keep Dan Campbell.
0-17.
But I don't even know if I don't know, man, because it's like we're not that talented. We're really not. But yeah, you gotta make changes if you go 0-17. Like, there has to be something made 100%. I'm probably keeping Dan, and I'm gonna look and see if it's gotta be some coordinators at that point.
I need some help. Y'all help me, because I love Dan, but I need some help with the field goal. Can y'all help me with that?
We're trying to come back, 24 3-possession game.
Stop.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. Okay, my fault. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, though.
Absolutely. I'm just here to help. In the 2-point conversion too. We thought we may have a shot, so we were like,
right.
23, we can play for the win on that last touchdown. You got to think ahead. I think that's what he was doing. So,
stop. Go to safeties.
Y'all say you didn't like the field goal for real.
I was just trying to. Rad, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make it make sense, man. Nothing
made sense on Sunday. Sewell's just getting worse. It's just terrible, bro. Like, the kid, I don't know. I said it, bro. I think he's a guard. I said it on May 11th. I tweeted it. Would I be crazy thinking that Sewell should probably start off at guard a little bit? He's terrible at his pass protection. So slide him into guard.
Do you think?
No, we can't do it this year, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Are we on safeties?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to bury Sewell either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we on the safeties. Brad, you started off. I feel like you got a lot of good energy going right now.
They're terrible too.
Oh. Wait, you didn't think T-Walk was solid?
Nah, everybody's terrible, man.
Rad, what's going on today, man?
I'm just upset, man, because it's really starting to sink in. Like, we're gonna play hard, but we're gonna take the L. Like, we are. We are.
No.
I'm so hurt on the safeties, bro. Like, cause
Everybody played terrible.
Rad, you brought up Diggs, and I'm watching that Cowboys game, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I just wanted to cry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Y'all can give your safety grades. What's the safety grades? Tracy Walker has been playing solid. I give Walker. Walker's playing solid, but Harris is starting to look like Harris, taking bad angles. I mean, Tracy Walker, I think he needs to come back next season. I'm cool with Tracy Walker coming back next season. And then, as far as like this corners, I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump back on it. The DBs, the cornerbacks, I'm cool with bringing all them back because they're undrafted and they're still playing, I think, pretty well. They're gonna get better with time, I feel like. So I would bring the corners back. I still think that's a position we need to upgrade is corners. And then safeties is also a position we need to upgrade. Only safety coming back next year is Will Harris. No, not Will Harris. Tracy Walker. Only one.
Yeah.
Tracy Walker.
I'm glad you hit that remix because I'm like, no.
Oh, no. It was no, not Will Harris. Tracy Walker's the only one that can come back. And his contract got to be real cap friendly.
Yeah.
Very cap friendly. And you only gonna get put on like a 2-year deal, bro. Like we're not about to sign 4 or 5 year deal because we need to see you for another 2 years, continue to improve, and we'll bring you back, T-Walk. But that's the only one I'm bringing back. But the whole secondary needs to upgrade lift because even when Akuda comes back, we don't know what Akuda's gonna be.
That's why I said that earlier. Like your grade is based off of your availability. Like that's huge. Like that's huge.
Right.
What's huge?
And so availability, we don't know what Akuda's gonna be next year. Like everybody, I know we getting him back, but he didn't show he didn't have the best film. It ain't like when Akuda was there, like, oh man, he was a true lockdown. He was a stud. Like Akuda's film wasn't always the best. So just even getting him back, I don't think that's gonna be just a tremendous upgrade. So I think we need to continue to upgrade our secondary all the way around.
Remember Iffy too. Remember we got Iffy coming back.
Iffy, but him coming back, we need to still upgrade our secondary all the way around. But go ahead, y'all can give your safety grades. T-Walk's the only one's coming back for me next year.
Yeah, this game, I mean, D.
It hurt. It hurt.
I don't like giving Fs because I just feel like it's disrespectful. But they probably like because I'm just D.
Ooh, I mean, this is always the toughest one to grade, I think. But yeah, I mean, T-Walk, man, give me that pick. I thought I think he's starting to come into his own of his role, and he's understanding it. You just gotta give me that pick. My man brought up Dean Marlowe. We gotta get rid of Marlowe. I just like the communication. That's the only thing I can say I think they're getting tighter at as a whole. Like we're not seeing the whole breakdowns that we saw a few weeks ago, and I mean that's a positive to me because we're getting off the field on third down. You're asking guys to do certain things in coverage, and they're doing their job. Yeah, it's tough to grade though. So I'll just roll with the C. Say they were average.
C.
Whole team kind of iffy. That was okay. I see you, Ken. Hold up. Okay. Hey,
I had to throw that up.
That's
good. Frank, can I say something?
No.
The best player on our team is our punter.
You know what's crazy? Is I was going to
He's going to all-pro.
Absolutely. I was going to say, like, where's the special teams grades? Because, that's a positive energy for real.
That's it. Special teams. Jack's grade. Getting an A+. I mean, our kicker hit it. I still wish we had Jamal Agnew. I keep saying this.
Yeah, you're right. Every time
I never wanted to let Jamal go. I never did. But Jack Fox is going all-pro, bro. Right. He has to be all-pro. Best player on our team.
Yeah.
What's up?
A little highlight from Jack Fox.
Yeah, just punting the ball. That's sad, bro. When you got to say your best player on your team is Jack Fox, it's
bad. Did you not hear it? They drafted him out of Jerusalem, bro. Of course he's going to
be Hey, Jack Fox, bro. He's a dog.
Ooh, he is. He's got that stone face too. He unfazed by the moment.
It's sad when we just sitting here hyping up our punter, bro.
Wait, hold up though. For real, on a real note, we didn't have Corey Ballentine. and we had Kennedy returning, I didn't think he made like any plays as a kick returner. I didn't dislike punt returning except for the flag, but kick returning, like, do you guys think we should go a different route with our kick returner, assuming Corey's not back next week? And who?
Yep.
Ooh, I like that question. I love that question, though. So let me think about that. Who would I go returning?
Yes, we need an upgrade. I would put.
I saw Jamar blocking last week. I was like, oh, let him return. Just let him catch it.
What do you guys think about Raymond?
He's done it.
Yeah.
He got the speed. He got the speed.
Yeah. I say we just going to throw him out there. And if it take, I mean, he could possibly get hurt, but at this point, like, our receiving core is terrible. So if we lose him, like, it ain't gonna hurt us. I like that. I would agree, Raymond. Who you think, Dose?
I don't know. I just threw the question. I mean, should get Swift out there. Honestly, nah. Man, look. Khalif done it. So I like the idea. And if we go get another receiver, I'll be more open to it, knowing that he's not, the only receiver we got. I do like Khalif. No Swift? Why not? No.
Nah, we can't risk Swift getting hurt. Like,
yeah, man.
Okay, how about Jamar?
No.
You guys think Jamar maybe? I mean, he's blocking now. Just let him catch it. I would like that. Let him get involved that way. He's a playmaker.
I don't want Swift getting hurt. Jamar can go back there. Jefferson can go back there. Cool.
All right.
Throw him back there. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Like that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
My lips are so chapped, man.
You need some chapstick, bro? Here, bro.
Yes,
Here
sir.
you go,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Here you go.
Oh, my bad.
Grab that, bro. There you go. Take that.
Yeah,
Take that.
Appreciate
No
you.
Puff Daddy. No Puff Daddy.
Okay, let's do some coaches, man. Coaching. Coach speak.
Where we starting? Coordinators?
Here we go. That's what I want to talk about.
Ooh, I already know Frank ain't giving a good grade out to DC. I already know.
Are we starting with Campbell or are we going to we're going coordinators?
We already here now. We here.
Okay.
We here.
Go.
Let's do it. All right, Frank, you pop it off.
So I got a question on DC, because it's not even just the call. It's not even just the call with the field goal. Like, I was so mad. But this is what I really want to know, because we look at the collaborative effort from the team, right? So he had the emotional, passionate press conference, everything, and then we come back and we perform like this. Is there any connection there from you guys? Because I think about it in the sense of, like, if I'm a child and I got a parent and I messed up, or if I did something dumb, whatever the case, discipline, and I come in and my parents like crying when I'm expecting discipline. It's like, oh, well, shoot, I can get paid this money, and it is what it is. Like, I just don't know if they responded well to that. I don't know if they responded well to that. I don't know.
That's a solid point. That makes I like the way you broke that down. I don't know. I mean,
like,
obviously they didn't respond well. This is the worst whooping we took this year.
Yeah, because in my head, if I'm a teenager, I'm like, shoot, Pop's in here crying. I'm about to go back out and party. Like, I ain't worried.
Right. You got a good point. They didn't respond well because we got whooped.
Did not.
And Cincy's a solid team. I'm not considering dog Cincy. They are more talented than us, I believe. But
you don't see. Here's my thing. You
got a good point.
You don't see that big of a difference. Every game we've played this year, Dan did not get mad. He saw the fight in us. He saw the fight every game we had. This past game, no fight. And that's what he was most upset about. Where did the lack of effort come from this game against a subpar team? Where?
Frank, man, you making some points. Because Alfred's saying it, Campbell 7 for Farrell. He said Wednesday, maybe we got to be more like, instead of no pads. You think maybe he would have maybe just the approach wasn't as like, hey, we got to get this. Maybe it was just a little lighter this week, and that could have been an issue. I like that. I mean, his press conferences in terms of fun factor to watch are always an A+, so I'll give him that. I love watching them. But man, those dang mistakes, like, so it's got to go on somebody, and it always points to the head coach. Whether it should or not, it's always going to point to that guy. And when we come out and we have these flags to start a game, that's an issue. That's a very big problem, because it's nothing that like they just don't seem locked in. They didn't seem locked in from the jump. I thought defense was fine, but they gave up a touchdown on the first drive. So it's like, man, set the tone. You know,
Right.
like let's set this tone. We didn't come out and set any kind of tone. We keep finding ourselves in a hole. It's not all, I don't want to put it on him, but that's who he's gonna get pointed back to. So I like it, Frank. Frank, what grade are you giving him?
Dan, I'm giving him a D for Dan. And I'm just doing that so I can stay on the show. Honestly, a D for Dan. But,
Oh no, you always welcome, Frank. You always welcome.
Look, last point on Campbell. Like, I feel like he tries so hard to be like the guy's friend, like just be there like friend. It's like, dog, you they coach. You know, it's similar to parenting. Like, I can be your father, but I can't be your friend. Like, it's hard to do. And I just feel like he tries so hard to be like, buddy, you my friend. You can't be joking and playing with your kids all the time, then try to discipline them. They're gonna be looking like what you're talking about. Like we you know what I'm saying? I feel like
100%.
With coaching, I feel like it's the same principle. Like, you have to be coached at all times. You can't be their friend. Like they not gonna know what to expect from last week's response to this year's response. He looked like two different people.
Right. That's what I mean, I'm agree with both y'all. I think he is a player's coach. Now he's being too friendly, like you saying there, Frank. Like you gotta start holding people accountable. In this presser, he was holding people accountable. He was calling people out. Now they didn't come out focused. They played hard. You know, that's we see that. They're gonna play to it's 4 zeros on the clock, but they just came out, like Doe said, penalties, and more penalties, and that's gonna fall on the head coach. So they need to be running sprints, and more sprints to cut down on them penalties. And you're right. He got to start holding people accountable, and I think he's doing that now, just because we get you're a player's coach, everybody loves you and things like that. But at the same time, you got to have these boys locked in, and you're gonna have to go out some people's necks, because obviously we're not winning football games. So it's either you gonna hold them accountable or we're gonna hold you accountable, Dan. And so somebody gonna end up getting fired. So you better lock it in and have them boys locked in. I'm giving them a D-.
Ooh.
D-.
The one thing I say I like about Dan is that anytime he says something's gonna happen, it seems like it always happens. They do it. So he doesn't just say stuff. He does what he says. And you're right, he called some people out this week, and he said there's gonna be personnel changes. I don't know what those are, but we talked about it early in the show. Like, when these dudes are making mistakes, I don't know where you go, but like, I think maybe even just one guy. Joni, your false started. Okay, Stember, you could start the next drive. Just so they see it, like, oh snap, he's gonna do that. I that's the one thing that I would like to see. But I do like that. Usually when he says something's gonna change, they change it. Like, they didn't wait time on Derek, but when they said Barnes gonna change, Jamie's on the trade block the next day. It's like, all right, they're doing it. They said the stuff that they were gonna do with Goff, and it happened. So I think we're gonna see stuff next week. Everything I think he said you should expect to see this weekend. So I'll go. You're on D's, man. Okay.
Yeah, he's a D. What you about to give him?
No, I wasn't going. I was just, I was feeling it out because I did like the presser, made me more excited. But he just has good pressers. We lost though. We came out bad. I'll give him a D.
Okay. Well, I was about to say.
Deion, who we play next week?
Some trash team in LA. I don't know.
Oh,
that's.
Okay.
So now we're about to be 0-what? 0-7?
No,
0-7?
Right. No, we're gonna see these changes. Okay, and they're gonna help, and we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm a positive person. I'm positive thing, and I'm also a realist. We about to get mud. All right. What's next?
Dave Phipp.
What is it? That threw me. What you say?
Special teams. Let's go. Special teams coach, baby. No, I'm playing. OC.
I'm feeling. I mean, everybody's getting D-.
Wait, who are we talking about?
OC, right? Lynn.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. A D-. I'm not gonna fail anybody. He gets a D-. Nothing was jumping. The run game wasn't jumping. Passing game never really jumps, but at least we normally can depend on our run game. Like, we normally be gashing them. That does fall a little bit on the offensive line, but Anthony Lynn, I want to see. I mean, we've seen a little bit more motion, but I feel like our motion comes when they're just like running. They kind of did do a little. They had T.J. Hockenson run that motion, and he went up the sideline, things like that. He's getting a little bit more creative on the passing. But I feel like we need to always have somebody in motion just so we can help our quarterback figure out if they're in man or zone. We need to get a little bit more creative. I don't know, man. We're just D-. I'm just hurt. I'm upset.
I can tell you're hurt, man.
You can just feel it.
Like this red.
Because it's starting to set in, bro. Like, we may get one win against Atlanta. We might be able to beat Philly.
Atlanta, man.
No, we got Philly on the schedule. Yeah, we might get Philly
we do.
or Atlanta. And that's it.
Bro, I'm giving a higher grade for Lynn. Because I you know what?
Go ahead.
I liked again, man, coming into the week, they said they were gonna do more tempo, and they tried tempo. And I'm throwing the blame for the dumb mistakes on the head coach, not Anthony Lynn. I guess you could throw it on Lynn too, and that's fair because that's what you're gonna do. But like they try to go tempo. I like the cool hawk design. I thought they tried to do things to pass protect, like they were playing a lot of tight end on the line. They kept more running backs in the backfield. They played a lot of tight formations, but it just didn't work. Like it was not there. So I ain't gonna give them a good grade, but I did like some of the things they mixed up, and I like how they came out and played tempo. I thought it actually worked a little bit, but still it ain't good. And I it's not all him. He doesn't have a lot to work with. But yeah, I'll probably go D here from the D-. I'll go D.
For Anthony Lynn, I'm going F, man. Like I don't like his play calling, dude. I just don't. I just don't like his play calling, man. Like I feel like McSwifto. I feel like we need to have some pitches, get him on the edge, some 30-yard pitches, like some screen action. And then like Goff got to just stay in the pocket and deliver the ball. Like, you going to get hit, Goff. Like, we can't keep doing the same thing with this rollout. Like, they know what we doing. Like, you cannot have your whole offense based off of him, rolling out
and moving the pocket for him.
Yeah, like, you got to just switch it up. I just don't feel – I feel like they sit and be like, okay, we know exactly what they're going to do, right? Double Hawkinson and container run, and then that's it because they can't throw it. Though they can throw 8 in the box and we threw. Yeah, I don't like his play calling. I feel like it could be more creative.
But that one pitch we ran, we lost like 6 yards.
Get stuck. The pitch out of shotgun, we did it the week before against Minnesota.
We did.
I said we need to scrap that play, and I seen it.
You did.
I'm like, why did they run that again? Like that play it doesn't work.
But
don't run the toss out of shotgun. Run like some outside zones like the Rams do. Yeah. Like we need to run some outside zones. Yeah. Not that toss out of shotgun.
You can't toss. No, not out the shotgun. Like no, bro. No.
Hey, and them screens, bro, we don't block either. Like the receiver screens, I feel like you're so like sometimes, man, I don't even know what I would play. Like if I'm on Madden, I'd be like, okay, what should we run here? All right, let's run a screen. Okay, no one blocked. Dang. All right, let's run a pass. Oh, you can't block. Okay, run it. 0 yards. Like I'd be like, what do I call, man? We can't run a trick play because he ain't gonna protect us long enough. Like I wouldn't know what to call. I don't know, man. It's tough.
It was just a bad outing for us. It was a very bad outing, plain and simple.
It was ugly. So I think.
What did you grade? Did you give a grade?
I gave him a D.
Oh, okay, a D. I gave him a D minus. He gave him a D. Defensive coordinator. Okay.
I like the DC. AG stands for.
I was seeing pressure. I was seeing blitzes. I'll give Glenn will get a C minus.
Ooh. Is that your best grade today?
No, best grade was the D line.
Oh,
D line got the best. D line. I'll give him a C minus because I did see some pressure. They were creating pressure. I know we still gave up a lot of points and things like that.
Yeah.
C minus.
C minus. I'm with you there, man. I like Mr. Pleasant. I hope he they upgrade him. Like I like him. Like he is silent sniper on the sideline. Yeah, I'm going C.
Yes, sir.
Because he's got undrafted cornerbacks playing slightly decent.
Exactly.
He's tapping into that.
How's Amani got 3 picks in 6 games? Like that doesn't even seem right. And he ain't playing that well.
Off tip drills, just being in the right place at the right time.
True, but we didn't have them in the past, so that makes me happy.
It's not like he's going up there and like picking 50-50 balls and stuff like that.
Hey, you pick any ball, I'm happy. Okay?
It's a turnover. I'm gonna take it.
Catch the ball. Sorry,
I'm gonna take it. It's a turnover, but it ain't like he's up there just doing.
No, he ain't balling like that. Hey,
Right.
I mean, for what we got though, Rad, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I'm being very negative this episode.
Rad. It's all about the cards in your hand. Like, if you ain't got whatever cards in your hand, you got to play them.
I'm being very negative, and I know it. It's because I don't know, man.
Snickers. Get a Snickers.
I am hungry, but it's like, dang. It was just bad yesterday, man.
Needed though, like this is needed. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, shoot, let me hit this show. Like
I couldn't come on here and be all happy after knowing what I seen yesterday. Like I can't.
I feel like people like I'm a listener to the show. Like I respect it. Honestly, like I respect it when the true emotions come out. Like it's hard to, if I come on and it's like we being all nice and I'm like, it's like that's good, but it's like it gotta be a balance with it. Like, so it's nice when you just keeping it
Just
real.
being real. Just being real.
I know where we all love our Lions, but sometimes it's just, I done heard Dosa Dad snap in the background too. Like I love Dosa Dad. Like he be
always snapping.
He be going to $130. Like
always snapping, man.
Going to $130.
Yeah. I did like the blitzes though. I thought, man, you got a lot of third and shorts to get up the field. I thought that's pretty cool. Like it was a lot of good play. Like the Julian one, man, he wasn't even blocked, and we brought 4 rushers.
Right.
We did a lot more 3-man rush in this game. We just kept them guessing a lot, and I feel like they didn't know what was hitting them in the first half. In the second half, things kind of just broke loose, and we just couldn't get off the field. Like the fourth down and 1, we didn't even have. I don't even know who had the running back on that play. It's like we just put everybody on the line because we didn't maybe think we could stop it, and then just walked out.
I couldn't figure it out either. I rewound that play like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, whose responsibility was that? Like I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I no idea, man. But I do like where this defense is going because we keep doing what we know has been working. It's third down defense. It keeps coming, and to me, that's Glenn. He's figuring things out. He's mixing it up. You don't really know what's going to hit you on third down, even if it's third and short. That's big time. I like his pressures. His pressures are cool. How he does it. I'm optimistic about the future.
We'll check out that.
Ooh.
What coaches are leaving after this year?
Deuce Staley. He's gonna be a head coach. Maybe. No, I don't know.
I don't think. I mean, only person I feel like that can possibly get like a promotion is probably Pleasant because he's got our corners playing somewhat decent.
Yeah, I would definitely be on board with him getting a raise for sure.
But I don't want Pleasant to leave. Like, but that's the only one I feel like that could probably get plucked from our staff. It's Pleasant. And I hope it doesn't happen. Yeah. I really don't. What we get? We did grades, studs and duds. But
duds. I got a lot of studs, man. My whole page is full of studs. Look.
Oh, shoot. Start us off. Throw them studs out. Well, that's a very full page. See a lot of white on that paper.
All right. I started off with a D, so I'm assuming I put Derek Barnes there. Derek Barnes, 33 snaps, made that great play on the tight end. I think he had 9 tackles too. Derek's role is gonna keep getting bigger, I think. So I'll start with Derek Barnes. Bam, okay. Frank, look at this. Bad in the right to you.
I'm over here, Fox.
Oh, okay.
Our punter. He has some great kicks. We can count on him. He's reliable. And he's a bright spot, so I'm going Fox. Ping pong, Rad, you're up.
Mr. Consistent all year, Michael Brockers. He continues to show up in the run game. He had a tackle for loss. He's controlling his point of attack always. I think he's the best. I keep saying it. He's the best defensive player on our team right now. It's going to be Brockers for me.
I like that.
Next.
Charles Harris. He squeaked into this group. But he's been like this every week for me, man. I like Charles Harris. He gets pass rush. He blows up the edge, forces things back. We missed some tackles that we shouldn't miss, DBs, but I mean he can set the tone. I like him going forward.
I like that. I'm going Jacobs. He shows a lot, man. Like it's a huge difference between Price and Jacobs. I'm just gonna leave it there. Jacobs. Ping pong rat. Back to you.
I have no more studs. Duds.
Oh,
The whole offensive line. Sewell's just getting worse and worse. I get he's a rookie, but I don't know. I really want him to move in the guard because I just don't think he can handle that outside rush. He always seems like his kick slide is just always behind. He's always catching. Like he's always either holding or he's always at the back of somebody's shoulder pads trying to run him off. But like now Goff's getting nervous. Sewell's just his pass blocking is just terrible to me. I'm gonna be honest. He needs to move to guard.
hey,
I know it's
Nelson a little bit.
he's terrible too. They're all terrible. But Sewell, like we gotta hold him accountable. Like we hold Hockenson accountable. Sewell needs to be held accountable. Like you're supposed to be our top draft pick. You're supposed to be the next best offensive lineman coming out since like offensive tackle since like Tyron Smith. Like nah, bro. Like your pass blocking is terrible. He's always catching. He's never like he doesn't jolt anybody. Like his hands don't seem like they heavy when it comes to pass blocking. Now when it comes to run blocking, his hands are heavy. But pass blocking, he's either catching or he's always just behind the guy. Like, bro, like, come on, man. So that's my dud right there. Sewell.
Like that. That was a good point. He does. He kind of just like waits till he get there and he grabs him.
He catches him. He's just always catching. His hands is never jolting. Like,
True. Good point. We still on duds. I'll go Jalen. Jalen Reed's maybe, man. I thought he was the worst linebacker. I thought he stood out as the worst linebacker, which was tough because he played good last week. Man, if he could have got that fumble, if he could have took it from the running back, maybe that would have got him out of this. But no, I would put him in duds.
I'm going Dan Campbell for the field goal.
Oh, you didn't like it?
It didn't make sense. I get what he's saying.
Not, man? You gotta get back into the game. We playing the
field goal, man.
No, you gotta come back.
No, Dion. I was so mad, bro. Like you are insult, bro. Like we are mad. Like it's not like this ain't no game when like you got your daughter and your wife and your peoples and you chilling and like you catching this L. It's like you mad. Like you really real life mad. And then it's like when you mad, you get sensitive. And then you do some dumb junk like that. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? I was so mad at that play. I was so mad at that play.
Yo, did you see how mad he was after the what was it? Was it a false start? Yeah, it was the false start on Jonah when they were running off the field. Dang, Dan, he was heated that whole game.
Yeah, they had him.
Terrible. We played terrible.
It was hard to do that field goal. He was like, yeah, this gonna make sense. Let's do it. Yeah, field goal.
I would have did it on Madden, so I'm just
he just didn't want to get that young zero. He was like,
right. That's what it was. He didn't want to get goose egg. Straight up. I know I'm gonna just hit Mick Swift though. He did it. I mean, averaging 1.8 yards a carry. Come on, bruh. Come on. Stop. I get he had a touchdown, but you done it. I expect more from Mick Swift though. Straight up. And this plays into the O-line, not blocking well also. Like, it all ties together. They both dud it. Both groups. But Mick Swift, though, like, you're going to have to make a couple people miss here and there. So he dud it for me. 1.8 yards a carry is not cutting it. I'm not going.
Yikes. And I was trying to think of a stud. I'm sitting back here trying, but
you can't find no studs, Dose.
Oh, I thought we had switched to duds.
We definitely switched to duds. Dose was trying to be positive.
I'm just trying to think if I'm missing, if I'm overlooking somebody.
No, I got one for you, Dose. Since you want to be missing positive, right? We lock you in the box. You got to give us something, Dion. We lock you in the box. You got to give us something. Give us one positive thing about Goff in the game. One positive thing about Goff.
I thought he did. I thought he did a good job of stepping up and delivering on two of our big hits downfield and taking a hit while he did it. That's like the real only thing I can take away and say that was good. I mean, I ain't even gonna bring up the holding on the football. You have to do that. But those two things, the first one was the St. Brown, and then the second one the Hockenson. I thought those two were good, and the first one wasn't even open to St. Brown. He threw him open. So those two.
Not bad. Not
I
bad.
can kind of get behind that. I can kind of get behind that. I can. I think he was like ready for that question. No, he was ready for that.
He was ready.
Let me see your notepad.
You know,
Let me see your notepad.
Nah, you can't see your notepad.
I can get behind that. Okay.
Yeah. Come on now.
All right, those respect, because I'm like, oh, he got you on this one, because I can't think of nothing of this bum. I'm sorry, y'all. He's not our bum. I'm sorry. Rewind. He's a good quarterback.
We can't. This live, man. You can't edit that out the show.
No. He's our quarterback. He's good. He's our guy. We still got more duds?
We got.
Anybody want to touch on Goff? Why don't you? I mean, you, Frank. What's up on? Is he a dud or no?
Cool, Goff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said earlier, bro. Like Goff, he has some spots, but it's just he need too much makeup. Like he has some good years because he has some really good makeup in with the Rams. They got good defense. They had a good running back, good receivers. Like. And he was subpar there. That's why McVay didn't want him. So, like, in Detroit, everything is just like we don't have no makeup nowhere. Everything is just like raw. Like you waking up in the morning and you on the field. And when you have that with Goff, it's just you up the creek without a paddle. Period, bro. Like if he was protected, he's good. He is good. I mean, I love the breakdown you did, Dose, earlier. With the Goff breakdown, and you clearly showed that when he is protected and he has time to set his feet, he is good. He can be accurate. You know, I don't know about the deep ball, but like definitely that 30 to 40 yards, like it's decent. But you're not gonna have that in Detroit, bro. Like it's just we got too many. We trying to rebuild every part of our team, bro. Especially on offense, like no receivers, no offensive line. Our running backs are decent, but they look bad because of our offensive line. Like, I don't see how Goff is ever going to look, anywhere close to what we need him to be when we're steady rebuilding every part of our offense.
So you're giving him a pass this year, it sounds like.
I don't think he'll ever be the guy in Detroit that we can that we can stand behind because I don't see how it's too much development needed in our offense. Like, and even if we did have everything perfect around him, we get an average quarterback now. You know what I mean? Who was it on the herd? They was making the same point about Baker Mayfield. Like, everything's great when everybody's healthy and everything's good, but now both of your running backs injured, OBJ out. Like you look like a bum. Like you know what I mean. So I feel like it's a similar situation with Goff.
I agree.
Hold on,
I agree right now. I agree 100% right now. He's young.
Anybody want to? What's on that? Thoughts on Big V?
Where's he rated?
Is he overrated or not? Big V's. I think Big V's playing better than he did last year. Like he looks a lot better than he did. I think Sewell's playing worse than him.
Oh, for sure. I agree. I think it's the alignment.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh no, I said when we first got Big V, I was super pumped. Like I was just really high on him. And then just with the injury and now it's like it sucks when you don't get to see that raw talent, it's like when they come in and they first get hurt, it's like, so I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth with Big V.
Yeah.
But
I think he's just overpaid. He's just overpaid.
He got paid a lot. I mean, what, $9 million a year? That's what we paid Jamie basically, but that's one of their top players. He ain't that. But yeah, I mean, he had a lot of issues. You brought him in for tackle, then you put him in guard, and he's hurt. But yeah, this year's been better than last year, so I agree. I wouldn't call him overrated. I would just
call him overpaid.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call him overrated. Overpaid is the answer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say. You said you had some question earlier in the show. You want to talk about some segment. Or was it Frank?
Frank did, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I kind of snuck him in through the show already, but we can circle back around now. Like so, the one thing was I wanted to know what you guys' thought about how they responded to the presser, like because that's like seeing daddy cry. That's like seeing your daddy cry straight up. That's like seeing your daddy cry. Like so, I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on like how do y'all feel the team responded to that press conference because that you don't see that like. You don't see that in a presser. Like you don't see no coach crying. Like you just don't see that. So I mean, how do you guys think they responded?
Great.
I mean, we already hit on. I mean, we did hit on.
Yeah.
Obviously, they came out and they didn't play well. They didn't. He's got to start holding these cats accountable now. And I think that Reach present he did.
Do you feel like you're seeing care though? Like do you feel like you still seeing that fight in them though? Even though we lost, like, do you saw the fight?
Yeah, I feel like they still played hard all the way into the end. We really did. That's what I continue to say. Like, I know what this season's about to be. We're gonna have a hard playing team. They're gonna play through the whistles, but we're gonna end up with like 1, maybe 2 wins.
We need more. We need changes offensively in how we're going to do things until Decker at least comes back and we can see if it works. Because what we're doing right now, it ain't working with what we got. Oh, right, I like that picture. But no, I mean, yeah, what we're doing right now ain't working with what we got. And it's tough because I don't even know. I don't know if I would say it's effort. I think it's just like. But you talk about like not responding. We said it earlier. Like when you go out and have those mistakes. I don't put that to effort. I put it just, man, you're just like not locked in for whatever reason. You got to lock in. Dan said we're so out of rhythm. So I guess they want to go more tempo to try to get that rhythm. And that's fine. However you're going to do it, make it work. And I thought we could have found some rhythm that drive. The first drive we came out of half, we had the 2 short passes to Hawk. And then we got the third one where we ran it. We didn't get it. And then we were going to go for a 4th down. We had a false start. Like I thought we were going to find some kind of rhythm there. And if it wasn't for, our run game does not be in there.
No, that makes sense. I'm messing with that.
Dang. Well, hey, I gotta ask y'all this. So we kind of went through and we stopped at like cornerback. Actually, no, you kind of hit on cornerback, so I won't ask that. No, you know what? I'll just save that. I'll save that because I think we kind of hit on it, and I don't really. Oh snap! But no, Frank and Brad, like, where do y'all?
What? Ask it.
I'm trying to think of how I want to word this.
What? Where do we go from here?
Brad, give me your tripping clip real quick. I feel like that'll like reset my focus. You know.
You're a fool, dude. Oh my lord. Oh my god. You're tripping. There you go, bro. There you go.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, do you guys? I mean, obviously, Rad, he's not super, positive after this one, but like, I mean, what do you guys think the issue is when you point to like these mistakes? Because I just feel like that was the difference in this game, aside from the run game. But like, how do you fix those mistakes? I mean, how do you stop doing the things that we're doing? Is it just that change of? Because my idea was, okay, you're gonna go up tempo, you're gonna be thinking less. I almost feel like they're thinking too much right now. Like, you got guys out there thinking, they're dropping passes on offense. And that's why, Sewell's thinking, what's the snap count? And he's like thinking too much and he's jumping in false starts. Maybe up tempo, you just stop thinking, you're just playing. And yeah, it might not always work, but at least it gets you kind of out of the mode of like, we got to run a slow paced offense. We got to be really, really good with everything that we do, because I feel like we're playing that time of possession game, which everybody wants to play. They want to play the 10 to 14 plays, move the ball, get some points. And then that's great. It's a beautiful drive. You can cap it off, get some points. Sometimes we just didn't get those points. But how do you guys think you fix it? You think the idea of we going more up tempo pulls some of that back, where it's like, hey, we gotta just get out of our own way. We just need to go play football. Like, y'all know how to play football. Jamal dropping passes. You just gotta go play, man. Do you think that helps?
I'm gonna answer. So, but I think the issue is with all the mistakes and penalties. We're young. We're a very young football team. Sewell's a rookie. Jonah Jackson's second year. I don't know what Brown is. He's not really out there causing the issues. I mean, TJ Hawkinson's only in his 4th year. Like, we're just a young football team, to be honest. And then that whole secondary is young. the oldest starter, I believe, is like Tracy Walker. He's in his 3rd or 4th year. Amani's in his 3rd year. Then we got 2 undrafted rookie free agents. We're young. Alex has been in the league, I believe, for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. He came in that class with Gerard Davis. Brockers is really the only like vet.
He is.
And him and Trey Flowers. Him and Flowers are really like our only veterans, and they're both on the D line. Like our linebackers are pretty young. The secondary is super young. Even our D line is young besides Trey Flowers and Brockers.
Yeah.
Offensive line, young. Goff.
Yeah.
Goff's Goff. and then we're not super talented. So we can't, Campbell said it, we can't be making all these mistakes like because we're not that talented, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I don't know, to answer the other question, going up tempo, is that going to help? I don't know if going up tempo is going to help. I can't really answer that one. I'm sorry.
Because, I just know how we came out of the game. We had back-to-back flags on offense. Like, we're young, but it's like, Khalifa, why are you lining up on the tight end? Like, you don't see him there? It's like a slow-paced offense, but it's like, come on, man.
Because how much game film does he really have? Like, we have a bunch of people that's never been, like, true starters.
Right.
So they don't have too much. They're not used to being, like, in this situation where they out there the whole game. Like, they've been – Khalifa's like the fourth, fifth string receiver on his other team. Like, these guys are put into starting positions, and they're not used to that since college, playing in college. So that's why I think it's a lot of mistakes. They're not used to having to beat a guy.
I think it's this, man. Like, I'm a bowler, and like, it's one thing when you're going out bowling just for fun versus like when you in like a league play. Like, the pressure is immense. Every ball is like so serious, and so like when you think about these first 5-6 games, it's like the Lions have, like, they know coming into the season they have to play a perfect game to have a shot.
Right.
And so I feel like the problem now, Dose, is that it's like if I feel like I didn't play perfect, I didn't did my best, I didn't gave everything, and I'm still 0-6, I feel like now I'm like, it is what it is. Like, I'm still gonna do my best, but like, I feel like those gut punches kind of got to the guys. Like, I just feel like those gut punches got to them, man. Like, I feel like they felt like they had to play perfect to get here, and now after this whooping we just got from the Bengals, and now you got Dan Campbell and coach. Now your coach tripping, making you run. He ain't being nice no more. He ain't crying for you no more. Like, I just don't know. I think it was just like they know they had to play perfect to have a shot, and now they played perfect games in the sense of them doing their best, and they still don't have a W. So now I feel like it's gonna be, all right, come on, man, like, come kick my butt at this point.
I get what you're saying. I agree with you because that was kind of but I mean, like, and I'm gonna ask this to you because you kind of answered it. So like, offensively, man, do you think that tempo helps? Because like the way you're saying, like, there's pressure, especially for the young guys, like Raz said, you got that pressure. Because is it just you're overthinking it? Like, I mean, maybe we think you got to be perfect because we look at their talent, but it's like, I mean, you still had, right, these games where you had an opportunity to win. Your offense was bad, but just even from the break it down to just one play, right? When you're jumping false starts and you're doing these things, it's like, maybe that tempo, do you think, is just like, okay, just get it out of your head? Because right now you're trying to think if you got to do everything right. So you got to block this way. You got to get the snap count down. And instead of just saying, okay, we're just going to snap it, you don't have time to think. Because if you remember, like that it was only a 3-play drive, but back to Hawkinson, no one even's thinking. Just run up, you snap it, and we're going. Like, you don't have time to say, here's how I can mess up this. Do you think maybe that helps some of the young guys because they can't think that much?
I think that will create more penalties, honestly, because they out of position, and up tempo is more pressure. I mean, like, it's nice to be able to do that in Madden, but like in real life, it's just, you
gotta know your ish. When it's up tempo, things are moving faster. So you gotta be on point mentally. You gotta know where you lining up. You gotta know who you picking up on this block. Nah, I don't know if up tempo is gonna be the answer, just because things are moving a lot faster. So we might need to huddle up, keep it nice and slow, and come out and just try to ground and pound people with the play action pass. That's the only thing. I mean, it's the only way I feel like we can get a W is if our run game can really just break open. Where Swift's gonna rush for 100 yards, Jamal Williams get it 50 yards, and we just stop some people. I feel like the defense is improving every week.
Yeah,
they're getting better.
I think like the two things that makes it better, like from my standpoint, is like we cannot give up the big plays. Like you just can't. Like you contain it. If they gonna score, make it a 10-minute drive, and they gotta dink and dunk us. Like you can't give up the big plays on the defensive end, and then like offensively, I just feel like we need to like ride our horses. Like if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm pulling Hawkinson, Swift, Williams into a room, those three people, and I'm saying, look, we all we got, okay? Like I'm riding y'all straight up. Like I'm riding y'all. I'm gonna sprinkle little Raymond in here and there, but I'm riding those guys because that's the only shot, man.
Yeah, that wall did look good. That's funny, man. I like that. Okay, yeah, because I mean, I was just thinking, because I remember being back when Stafford was here, I kind of thought the same thing. It was like, man, if we just went a little more no huddle, like we felt like we floating. You can go back to week 1 against San Fran, man. Like we was flowing. I know the game was the score was way different, right? But we still found a way to come back, and we had to go. We were forced into that spot, and I think this is the first week we really saw them do it. I mean, they were still down by like 20, but it was like early in the third. I mean, it was coming out of the half. I think this is the first time we saw them do it. So I know Anthony Lynn talked about them knowing the plays more, and Campbell said we might just have to go to one word play calls this week. This reminds me. Does this kind of give you the feel? Does this give you the feel of kind of what we did when Patricia was here? You guys remember when Patricia was here?
We had to dumb down the defense.
Dumb down the defense. Like we might do that on offense. Do you have that? That's kind of how I'm feeling this might go.
Well, we might have to.
Just
if people not knowing where to line up and all these false start penalties, like we're gonna have to dumb it down, I guess. It's just, but I thought we were running Goff's offense. Like I thought we came together with everybody. Like we got into a meeting room and like they collaborated on this offense. Like we're gonna run some stuff from Cal Goff that made you super comfortable. So I don't get how we having all these mistakes and people can't line up.
But Brad, that goes into like the draft, bro. Like me personally, like when you draft an offensive lineman, bro, like how do you not take a receiver, man? Like, how do you not take Smith? Like, you gotta take a receiver, bro. Like, and that's why, like, I feel Dose when it comes to Goff too, because it's like, dog, you don't even have we can argue if our guys are second tier receivers, straight up, dude.
These are 4th tier receivers.
That's what I mean, bro. Like,
so wait a minute, Frank. I don't mean to cut you off. So you would have took a receiver over Sewell?
Absolutely.
You're tripping.
Absolutely.
You're tripping.
Play the clip.
No clip needed. You're tripping. No, I build from the trenches out. That's how you build. I believe in building from the inside out. Because the Lions, we've always drafted receivers. Always. That's not the formula. I think you need to protect your quarterback and then work on the outsides. I can't agree with you on that one because.
So think about it.
I'm not mad about the Sewell pick. Like I get he's playing bad, but I still like the pick because I'm all about building up the offensive line and defensive line, working our way from the inside out. I can't get behind the Devontae Smith one. No.
So feel me, right? Our offensive line last year with Stafford, right? Do you see a big difference from this year to last year with Penei Sewell?
Run blocking, yes. Pass protection, no.
So you see,
but we have a lot of injuries. We're missing our All-Pro center. Yeah. We're missing our good left tackle. Like this ain't who our offensive line was supposed to be. That was supposed to be ranked in the top 5, top 10. This ain't that offensive line. This isn't. Sewell's supposed to be on the right side. We're supposed to have Decker on the left. The guards are still intact, but we're also missing that All-Pro center. And everybody knows the center really is the brains of that offensive line. Not saying that what's his name? Is it Evan Brown who's playing our center? Yep. Not saying that he's like messing up, but he calls the protection. He lines everybody up on who to block and things like that. We're missing our All-Pro center and our good left tackle. So I'm all about building from the inside out.
So I agree with that. Like I agree with like they had to do it, but there's no way I'm not taking a receiver knowing I got Goff coming in. I already lost Galladay. I already lost Marvin Jones Jr. Like, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the fans because I don't care. You can have the best offensive line in the league. If you don't have somebody for him to throw it to, bro, I could see if we had a second tier. Like, we have no, like, even before the injuries to our receiver core, we had nothing. So what good is it for you to have a subpar, decent, or great offensive line when you literally have nothing on the outside to throw it to?
Dude, this is good. This
I mean, the
brings back.
coach. I
Oh
feel
my
like
God.
the coach did pretty well with that last year because as far as receivers, T.Y. Hilton didn't show up last season. Pittman wasn't playing very well. They didn't have nobody to throw it to, and the coach won some football games with having a good offensive line and just a good run game. Jonathan Taylor stepped up huge in his rookie season. Marlon Mack, like I like what we got going. It's just that everybody needs to get healthy and we need to start clicking. Now, maybe we should have spent some money and went out and got Corey Davis instead of letting him go to the Jets or getting somebody like that or trying to get Juju. But I don't feel like Juju's really a true number one, to be honest. He's a number two. I get your point. Like, we do need some receiver. We should have, maybe in the second round, we should have went receiver instead of getting Levi. But I love Levi.
Let me ask you this. Say Jamar Chase is still available and you can get him or Penei Sewell. Do you still take
I'm still taking Sewell.
Oh,
I'm still taking Sewell. Jay had a terrible preseason. Nobody was high on Chase because Chase was leading the preseasons in drops, talking about he came out with an article how it's hard to catch an NFL football. Now he did blow up this season. He's with his quarterback. He's with his roommate. Like they got that chemistry. He did blow up. Chase is blown up, but I wasn't super high on Chase. I was a Waddle and Devontae Smith fan. Out of those big three receivers, Chase was third to me. It was about Devontae Smith and Waddle. Them was the two I liked. But Penei Sewell was supposed to be the next best thing since sliced bread. And for him to fall to pick 7, we had to take him because nobody expected him to fall that high. You know what I mean? It was just a good thing that it was a run of quarterbacks and people started taking a uber athletic tight end. We weren't supposed to land Sewell. But it happened, so yeah, we had to take him. And I'm not mad at it. Maybe in the second round we should have went receiver. Maybe. But I still like what we did. We got some fat days. We went D-line, then receiver, or corner, then receiver. It's just everybody's hurt on that O-line that was supposed to be a top 10 O-line.
Red, I was going to say, you're kind of looking at I feel like you're putting yourself in the shoes of back on draft day, which is very, like, you're not looking at it where I am right now. But, okay, let's say where you are right now, what you've seen so far. Because I feel like you're putting yourself in the shoes, and I like it. Like, hey, I'm back at the draft. I would have taken Sewell at that spot no matter what. Because I remember you were like that coming into the draft. But so, where you are now, has that changed, or is that the same?
It hasn't changed. Okay. Sewell's playing bad just because. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say we don't have Sewell. No, let's just walk through it. Say we don't have Sewell. Okay. Right. Now who's playing left tackle for us? Me? Okay, so now who's playing left tackle for us? But we got Jamar Chase on the outside, and we still can't get him the ball. Because I'm playing left tackle for us.
But, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we didn't take him, we're going to pick up somebody. We would have had somebody, like, whether it was free agency or trade, like, we would have had somebody there.
But why didn't we do that receiver, though?
I guess you pick your poison at this point. But to me, it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I
see what you're saying. We got killed by these injuries. Like, literally, I think they thought Perriman would be a 2. I thought he would be a 2, and you cut him. That was the second most expensive guy I think that they brought in free agency, and they cut him. And then Tyrell gets hurt, and your boy Cephas gets hurt. You lost your top 3 dudes, right? And then you lose the lineman. So it's like either spot you're going to be in. If we drafted the receiver, we would have to go get O-line right now. And now we're saying we need receiver help right now. So like I feel like either way you got to address it. It's just maybe what spot would you rather be in to address? But the thing is, Chase is playing well, but Sewell's not playing that well right now.
Right. So it's
maybe that's just a progression thing. Receivers just quicker.
Even Smith, bro. Even Smith is having a solid year over there with Hurts.
I still like what we did. Like we got a good young offense line that can grow up together. And then receiver needs to either be addressed right now. They need to make a trade. We need to wake up and we got a notification the Lions been trading for a receiver, or we're gonna do it in the offseason. Like this offseason, it's gonna be some big time receivers out there. Devontae's about to be out there. Juju's coming back available. He can come in and help somehow. Like there's gonna be some guys available for us this coming offseason as far as receiver. I still think we probably need to. I mean, we'll get later, a couple months from now, we're gonna do our breakdown on that.
Let me ask you guys this. So do y'all feel like the Penei Sewell pick was this is our number one need, take them, or this is the best overall, we got to do it? Like, which one?
I think it was a mixture of both. Like, we needed offensive line help because at this point, Big V was playing right tackle, like Crosby was playing tackle, and that position needed to be upgraded. He was the best player. I mean, really, he was top 5 like overall talent coming out of this draft, And then just the wild factor of like he slipped to us. So like the pressure is like you got to take Sewell, because if it wasn't a run of quarterbacks, Sewell easily could have been like a number 2 pick. You know what I'm saying? It's just that everybody was trading up to get quarterbacks because it was a quarterback heavy draft. If it wasn't a quarterback heavy draft, Sewell could have easily been the number 1 pick, because as far as like his film, youth, athleticism, his grit, like people were pumped up on Sewell. So I feel like a mixture of everything. Like, oh wow, that dude fell to us. Who could have easily went number 1 pick overall, fell to us at 7. We got to take it. So I think it was a mixture of everything, to be honest.
I was gonna say I always thought he had the highest ceiling in any tackle. I didn't think it was our biggest need, but I thought he had the highest ceiling of any tackle. I didn't know if he was the best right away. The only other, if I could go back in time, the only other option I would have done, but he's hurt now, so it doesn't even matter, would have been going to the second round. And I think the Bears traded up, so we would have had to move up to get
Tevin.
Yeah, that's
oh
the
my
thing
god,
done.
that was my guy.
Yeah, Jenkins and
Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. That's what I wanted in the second round.
That dude was a mean.
That's what I
wanted.
wanted.
I want to ask y'all this: do you guys think that Penei Sewell, if it wasn't for the Decker injury, because I think as a whole this would make us so much better on the O-line, because that was supposed to be our strength, like Brad said. I mean, we came in here saying our strength on defense is D-line, is showing it, and we're playing off of that. Our strength on offense is O-line, and it's not there, so we don't really have our strength now. But if Decker was here and we were able to put Sewell at right tackle, maybe help him a little bit, you think he'd be better at right tackle in this amount of games versus how he's played at left tackle so far? Do you think he'd be better, even though he struggled in the preseason?
I think he would be better because he would be getting more comfortable, more snaps at that position. He's been working on his kick slide, because his kick slide is about to be completely different once he goes back over to the right. So yes, I think he would be better. Decker's obviously a 10 times better pass blocker. I think Dose, you've been hitting it for weeks. As soon as we get Decker back, you think our offense is going to get back to clicking, which I believe it will, just because the blind side is going to be protected well now. And now we, like you said, we could just focus on like helping out Sewell, putting a tight end over there, or having a running back chip somebody, or the slot receiver chip. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I think Decker Sewell would be better off if Decker wouldn't have got hurt.
Yeah, I look at it from a morale standpoint too, just like a leadership, right? Like, I mean, Decker's that guy. Like, he's the Ray Lewis of the line in a sense. Like, so I feel like you gotta these stupid penalties. Decker gonna be the one on the field, like in the huddle, like, dog, come on, like,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think from that standpoint, that will be huge. So I agree with if that were the case, yeah, that'd be great.
Frank, that's a good point. We don't have a leader on the O-line right now.
We don't. Frank the Tank's gone. Ragnall's gone. Decker's gone. So who is that leader on the offensive line? Second-year player Jonah Jackson, who's playing bad?
Because Jonah would be better if he was next to Decker. Decker would be like, slap him in the head. Bro,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then it's like if I'm the youth, like, we can't argue, like, dog, like, if you try to come say something to me about jumping off sides, I'm like, dog, I was the 3rd pick, okay? Like, they signed me, like, get out of here. I'm gonna be here. I feel like I'm safer than you.
Right.
So,
right.
Head that can put you in your place.
And Sewell has flashes. I just think he should have been. I don't know. I keep saying I wish he'd have been at guard. I'd have started the young man at guard, but you can't, because he had all that good film at Oregon and all this athleticism, and he's a mauler. I don't know. Anyway,
what would you do at tackle?
I'm gonna get to ranting.
Like, let's say you had him at guard right now. What would you do at tackle? Would you move Big V to tackle?
I'd play left tackle.
Oh, yeah,
no, I get out the kick slide.
That's the easy choice. I'm talking about you gotta make tough decisions.
A tough decision. I don't know. Like, man, we don't have anybody. Like, I can't name besides like Logan. I don't know another offensive lineman on our team at this point. I don't. And I'm normally tapped in with like who's our second string offensive lineman. Like, I don't know.
Oh, we got Will Holden.
Dawes ball. Like, I don't know what happened to
practice squad.
I don't know, man.
Crosby on IR.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, so when are we getting this first win?
Oh, Brad, you can't do it.
I want to know, like, when are we getting?
Yeah, no, that's true, Dion. Like, you gotta, like, so Dion, like, right now, for the record,
when are we getting our first win, y'all?
That's what I'm saying. Literally, are we going over 17?
No, y'all know me, man. I'm a big believer in Decker is going to change this offense huge, and I believe he plays this week. It's just unfortunate that we're playing a team in the LA Rams, which is one of the best teams in football, because even if we look better, we still playing the Rams, and it probably ain't going to be enough to just look better. I think we're gonna have too many changes this week, man. We'll see how the week flows. Maybe the positivity will start flowing through, and I'll be like, okay, we might actually do this. I think it'll be competitive. I think we've been competitive against a lot of teams. If it wasn't for dumb stuff, I think our defense can keep us in this. I think the defense can give us an interception against Stafford this week because he's already thrown 4 this season. But I don't know about this week. And don't we have a bye and then who? Bye in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes, we have a bye week 9, then we come back with Pittsburgh.
I tell you what though. Goff, this gonna be if he don't play this next game, if he don't come out like Superman this next game, because I mean McVay,
give him Decker, let him be Superman. Let him fly.
I'm just saying, like if he shouldn't need no motivation after Dan Campbell called him out, and you going to play against your ex-girlfriend. Come on. Like you don't need no motivation.
So when are we getting? Frank, when are we getting this win?
I'm going Chicago, bro. If we don't beat Chicago the second time we play them,
Thanksgiving. Okay,
it's over. If we don't beat Chicago, because even Atlanta, bro, they had a bye week last week, and the 2 weeks before that, Matt Ryan went off. He found the youth again, like Big Ben. So for me, if we don't get it during against Chicago, I don't see it happening, Captain.
I think it's gonna happen week 8 against Philly.
Oh, is that who it is after the bye?
No, that's after LA.
Wait, so we play LA, Philly, and then a bye?
Yes, I think we're gonna get it after LA.
Okay. I would have said Philly then.
We're gonna get that win against Philly. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Is it at home?
Yes, it's at home.
I like that.
Okay.
I think it's there.
Let Decker come back, trade for a receiver, give Goff. That's his wings right there. Decker, receiver. Give him the wings. Let him strap him on like the Tooth Fairy, and he'll fly. I'm telling y'all, he will fly, man. Maybe.
Okay. One more question, real quick. If we go 0-17, if that happens, if that happens, you feel like the head coach can stay. He can stay.
I asked for this.
0-17. You still keeping him?
Wait, hold up. Is Goff healthy? Is their O-line healthy? Is Decker and Goff back?
All that, yeah.
He might have to go. I'm just being out. 0-17. You might have to go.
Brad?
Yes, sir. That's the problem.
0-17.
We ain't making history around here again.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Hey,
and I'm a fan of Campbell.
You ain't say it. I was gonna be like, you tripping.
Yeah, you gotta go. You didn't get us a win, and I like you, but like, bro, you didn't get us one win. You gotta go. Now, I'm still keeping Pleasant. Pleasant can stay. Glenn can stay too.
Who's the head coach? Pleasant?
Nah, I probably, I don't know. I mean, we might promote internally, or we might, got to bring some people in. But
yeah,
at this point, if you go 0-17, he's gone, and I'm going to get Eric Bieniemy from Kansas City.
Oh no, Rad! Don't bring this up. No,
I'm going to get him.
No, Rad, don't do it.
And he's going to be calling plays. So at this point, Anthony Lynn, you can go.
Someone kick Rad out.
Our offensive coordinator needs to be a pure offensive lineman. We need somebody who can just. Why don't nobody want Eric Bieniemy, man? And then Glenn can stay. Because I see our defense improving. I really do. And Pleasant can stay. Defensive staff can stay. But if we bring an offensive-minded head coach in, at this point, Anthony Lynn goes out, and then I would replace him with probably a Deuce Staley as our O coordinator or something like that, just to give him a promotion.
He wanted that job, yeah.
Give him a promotion. That's something I would do right there because he's an ex-running back. So
I hope it don't happen, man. I'm not gonna lie. I hope it don't.
I don't want it to happen either. I don't want to be walking around I'm already getting a bunch of hate on this channel about being a diehard Lions fan. Now, if I got to hear about this 0-17. Come on, man.
Bro, not just that, but just in the sense of we just got 17 games. It's
and we're gonna make history.
Not mad, oh man, nah. We can't. It can't happen, man. It can't for real.
I hope not.
No way, bro. They ain't going to win 17. Come on, man. They ain't doing it. They ain't gonna do it. They've been too close. Too many of these games been too close.
Ken said none of these coaches will be affected by this season with win-loss record 7-year deal. You don't win a game.
Has any of our coaches made it through a contract? When's the last coach to make it through his contract?
Nah, Caldwell didn't. Did Schwartz?
He was here for 5 years, I think. Right? Stafford drafted to 2013. No, that was on 9.
No, I don't think he made it through his contract either. I don't know if Schwartz made it.
I mean, it's tough to flip it after 1 year, but 0-17, that's
Bro,
different.
17, you gotta flip it.
That's different.
You gotta flip it.
Man. Oh,
it has to be flipped. Hey man, shout out to the chat. They was pumping tonight.
Yes,
we do appreciate y'all tapping in. Ken, thanks for coming back again. Real talk, man. You be spending some knowledge. I like it. Where we at Thursday? We on your channel, Dose, huh?
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna talk that. We're gonna talk about that fantasy team, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. Rad made some bad picks, yo. I'm just gonna tell you now. Like I was looking at it.
Well, we don't know. Let's not even talk about it. We don't know that. You could be lying to these people.
I could be, but I don't know, man. We'll see.
Who? Can we get some words of wisdom from you, Dose?
Yeah, Frank, you got it. What's words of wisdom today?
Oh, he passed.
Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. Right, here we go. Words of wisdom. I've been ready for this. Words of wisdom.
Oh, he's waiting.
Yeah, see, I love it.
Words of wisdom. Very simple. Win a game.
Oh, you know what? I like that.
I like that too.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.